A light early morning rain mists over the city of Inaset, leaving small pools of water in the cracks and low points of its cobblestone streets. As Arsinoe and Sarnorin escape from the enormous tower behind them, pursued by a couple of sun-touched soldiers, you dare not look back. Instead, you allow yourself to hope that everyone else has made it out, and that the cruel justice of Eimsford has not claimed them. Hello!
Woohoo!
Hi there, everybody. Welcome to Constructed Chaos, where we pepper spray ourselves with super hot food right before we start. My name is Alex. We host this stream every week at 7 p.m. Central Time. And we've got a lot to unpack today. Last time we had a couple character deaths. That's the real reason for the tears, not the tacos. Yeah. So with that out of the way, we're gonna start off with Arsinoe and Sarnorin. As the two of you make your way down the city streets, a couple of sun-touched in tow. With Thiel slung over Arsinoe's back. As you race away from the tower, the two sun-touched chasing after you shout, "Halt! Wait!"
Yeah.
Don't.
We're not. Don't.
Okay!
Okay, bye!
We will not hesitate to use deadly force.
I'm gonna go one way, you go the other, meet up at the rock.
What?
I split off from her as far as I can
Who has
get.
Theo?
I have Theo.
Okay. I want both of you to make perception checks.
Okay. I haven't even... and everything's happening at once. My face is on
Tacos
fire.
make the stream crash.
I'm just trying to make it more immersive for you, Becca.
And I haven't even rolled any of these dice to see which one's nice to me.
I'm not stalling, I'm waiting for my
Chat, let me know if the music's too loud or anything like that. I just set this up today, so it might be a little bit of figuring out. Awesome.
Great.
Hey,
Okay.
your texts. I sent you a text.
What am I doing? Where
We just
perception
freaking,
check?
beating up these dice.
Don't say that. 15.
Okay.
Okay.
Sarnorin, as you and
Really low.
you and Arsinoe separate and continue to run down the streets again with the sun touch in tow, shouting after you. You get the feeling that someone somewhere is watching you, and you it's about 4 a.m. The sun hasn't come up yet, and you're all making a good bit of noise. So it's definitely possible that people are noticing you as you rush down the street. But something about this feels different, ominous.
Do I get the impression that we're being led from the back? From the chase?
You do not. No.
I rolled an 11.
You don't really notice anything. You're completely distracted with trying to get away. I know that you are invisible, but Theo is not.
Yeah, I would like to, at some point, if
Throw her in
I
a dumpster.
turn... Screw you, bitch!
Hold Theo in front of you. She's covered by your invisibility.
We can burn
we can burn his I'm running over town.
I would like to, at some point, if I can, as soon as I turn a corner, the second that, they maybe aren't right behind me, I don't really know how far away they are, I would like to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Understood.
And if I'm by myself, then I understand that also cancels my invisibility, because it's a casting. Yeah.
I mean, at
And
this
so,
point,
I don't think he'll get it if we've,
Uh,
split off by now.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
if you don't want it.
I want both of you to roll stealth checks for me. You'll get the pass without a trace bonus, but Sarnorin, you will not.
Okay. 9.
All right.
Are you guys both hidden?
No.
Invisible?
Okay.
No.
That was like super
I never
cocked.
made you.
No.
He was out. He was
can't
out
see
like.
I can't see.
Oh, that's right, because you missed the stuff.
I just roll it again because I'm not sure if I messed it up. Just roll it again.
just roll it.
That was scary. That made it sound like it was a 1.
Just
it was a
drop
5,
It's not
but
skee ball. There you go.
Okay. Oh,
46.
that's a 30.
okay.
And a half.
So, Arsinoe, you're able to surprisingly shake your pursuer quite easily, even with Thiel slung over your back.
In jail.
And you begin to make your way towards
Straight to jail.
the hideout of the Order of the Pin.
How many of them
Sarnorin,
are following me?
just one. There were 2
Just
running
one?
after y'all, and they split up, basically. Because you guys got a head start while the rest of them kind of stayed to finish things up in the tower. So there's just one left.
Okay, hold on.
Just
hold on.
die in the
Oh
tower.
god, just keep
Okay.
running.
So you're not gaining any ground, and neither is he. So
So we're just at a dead.
more or less, you guys are both dashing through the
Just
streets.
trip on a
trying
rock
to-
already,
trying to get
man.
away. Or you're trying to get away from him, and
I'm gonna
he's
try
not
to
giving us any
find
ground.
a relatively smaller, secluded, dark alleyway,
Okay.
and I want him to see me go down it. So I'm not attempting to hide down it.
Okay. You find an alleyway off to the left, and it's actually in the opposite direction of where you're
Where I'm
trying to
heading?
go.
Great.
So you're
even better.
Exactly. You're thinking, okay, maybe I can keep him
Yeah.
from realizing where I'm heading. You dash down the alleyway, and as you continue to run down, about 60 feet behind you, sure enough, he does round the
Okay.
corner.
I'm as he rounds the corner, I'm gonna be like doubled over with my hands on my knees, just like, okay. Listen, wait. There's been a huge misunderstanding.
I don't know what sort of misunderstanding there could be.
I was not with that group. I was with that group, but I was not with that
You've got
group.
seconds to explain
I
yourself.
was hired by your state to infiltrate this group because I knew they would be here. Okay? Obviously, above your pay grade. If you don't want to get more involved than you need to be, I suggest you leave it and let me do my job.
Make a deception check with disadvantage because you were just attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spanish rice is absolutely perfect.
A deception check?
Contingent on.
That is a 2.
Oh my gosh!
If I notice any disbelief on his face, let me just preface this next action because I'm going to be as quick as I can with it. I will immediately cast Hold Person at 2nd level.
Okay. And that's a what save?
wisdom save.
Wisdom save. I need to look up his stats real quick just to be sure.
Against DC 15.
Oh, he rolled a 15.
Oh, Sam.
And it's not going to go down, I don't think.
Well, it
Really?
might. He might be
Fingers
really
crossed, Jack.
unwise.
I burnt the
He
rice.
almost bought that natural
okay.
2.
I forgot about it.
I forgot about it.
You can smell it. It's
Man, I thought I really sold him on that too.
Nope. He's got a
My
plus 0,
nostrils
so
are
it's
on
just enough. He begins
It
to
tasted great.
raise his blade, and as he does, it holds him for a second, and he breaks out
Immediately dash. I'm going.
crafty, and he chases after you again.
Crafty.
But now he's a lot closer.
That's fine.
Because you were talking with him.
Try it again around the
He's
next
only about
corner.
20 feet behind.
Okay, I'm gonna round a quick corner and try it again.
If we have
Okay.
another
Oh, I was
day,
talking about the deception. I was talking
No.
about like trying to deceive him.
I'm gonna paralyze
I
it.
told you, I'm an agent of the state.
I swear.
Okay.
We can go in circles all night.
As he rounds the corner, totally expecting you to be right about 20 feet ahead, you're actually right there, and you cast right in his face, catching him completely unawares, and he just locks up.
I walk past him, give him a couple pats on the shoulder, and then take off.
His eyes follow you until his head can't turn.
Hell
anymore.
yeah.
And I will obscure my way as much as I have to so that he doesn't know.
Roll another stealth check. This will just be kind of just getting through the city.
Okay.
Probably don't have another misty step, huh?
That's a 4.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
And
We
roll
are
me
just-
a survival check to see how well you can navigate after kind of running down some unfamiliar streets.
14.
Okay.
It was 4 again.
Doo-doo rolls tonight.
Arsinoe, why don't you roll me survival as well?
You want this one?
Yes. Thank you.
Could
Sorry,
I
just need to get
also-
through that moment.
Yeah, you're good.
It's your call, Alex. God, I didn't. I should have done this while we were all chilling.
I will need that.
I should have
Wasn't
rolled to
tense.
see who was
Especially
who was
knowing there
good to
is
me.
no backup.
Can I also at some point roll a knowledge check, intelligence check about what we had talked about?
No.
About what we had like texted about the little medallion thing. See if I like hear what like or understand what I hear is going on.
I will give you that check when the time comes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I wanted to ask. I didn't know when.
Totally.
Okay. I gotta get a dice tray.
You have a thing. I'm almost gonna
I
guarantee
can't even see what that is.
Son of a bit. It looks like 14. Yes. Okay, 14. And what am I rolling? Survival?
Yep.
What am I doing anyway? 17.
Okay. You arrive to the entrance of the Order of the Pen without issue, and you actually get there before Sarnorin. Do you head in, or do you wait for a minute?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in
Okay.
No.
and
It's not going
and
well.
like whenever I see the dude, I'm just gonna like drop the girl off.
Okay. So we'll jump back to that. Sarnorin, you do arrive just a little bit behind Arsinoe.
Oh, okay.
But
I was about to like try to come find you.
you hadn't been there before. So it took you a little while to navigate the city.
That's fair.
You were kind of going off a hearsay, and you knew there was some magical wall that you could step through, but that was about it.
Right.
So
I forgot I'd never been there.
as you
Wait,
step
where are
through
we?
At the Order of the Pen.
The rock in the ocean.
So we like swam through the ocean already.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm kind of.
No,
speeding
that's
along a little bit.
I was
speedy.
yeah, because I got an unconscious girl on me, so I wasn't sure. I was like,
Okay.
that was easy.
As you step in,
Should I say that to the DM?
Shut up.
super easy.
Yeah, be careful.
I'm
Wow, it
still
should've been a lot
warm over
harder.
here.
Yeah. Expecting one of us to die.
As you step through the magical barrier that allows you into the rock, there are a few people there to greet you. Unam being one of them. Says, "I was worried.
Dude, I'm yelling.
Starting to get a bit late."
Does Theo still is she still on her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to just slump her down. And
Don't.
you all must be out of your goddamn mind. I cannot believe you sent us into that place. People are probably dead by now.
Listen.
What people?
What do you mean
Your
more
friends?
people?
Well,
Yeah,
obviously.
everyone.
This is it, man. We're what's left.
I'm so
Your
sorry.
people and mine. Okay?
I'm accustomed to.
It is beyond the extent of your hospitality at this point. To try to apologize for something for which you did not adequately prepare this group. You had people on the inside, and not a word about layout, about monitoring, about the ability to override the fucking key
Medallions.
emblems that we had to find. None of it.
None of it. No way to safely get out. No other aid that was possible. And those people they're gone.
So,
That's your blood.
I have much blood on my hands.
and a lot more. Just
I do.
tonight.
I do feel the weight of every life. I want you to know.
I hope you do.
However,
And I'll walk over to Theo.
in the greater scale of things, this was absolutely necessary.
Can you sit her down?
I'm gonna set her down, but like have her like sitting up, but like basically like my knees are like in between her shoulders, like kind of like propping her up like that.
Gotcha. As you set Theo down, her eyes kind of start to flicker as you can tell she's still out cold, but she's beginning to stir, beginning to wake.
I will take... I'll take my scalpel out of my doctor's bag.
We just did the same thing. We went,
oh yeah, y'all know what we better do.
And I will grab the back of Theal's head by her hair, and I will lift it up to him and hold the scalpel to her throat, and I'll say, I don't think you quite understand what we're saying.
Please, you don't want this great sacrifice that you've made to be for naught.
So
we don't want to have made a sacrifice at all.
We want what we should have gotten in the first place. Information. What is this about? Why did my friends die for her?
The life you're threatening is the only one with those answers.
So then, why is she being brought to you? What purpose do you serve her?
I was told by Asaf Quay, the, I hope, still leader of this organization, that she was the key to stopping the conflict between Eimsford and Zheles. That's all I know.
Where is he?
He's been unconscious since the destruction of Salvation. He's in the tower somewhere.
Then what
hopefully still
use
alive.
Is her to you? If the only man who knows what to do with her cannot stir, then why waste your time and our lives?
My hope is that she knows, and if she doesn't, she was going to die. She was going to die tomorrow. We'd lose every chance at peace between these nations.
What makes you think this girl is going to end a war that's been happening since before we were all around?
I don't know. And as you're both kind of mulling it over, Theo actually begins to shake awake, notices the scalp, and she says,
I wouldn't move if I were you.
Of course.
Theo, you're both in danger and safe at the same time. Don't move.
Can I ask where I am?
Why don't you ask him?
Schrodinger's Theo over here.
That really got me.
Unam speaks to her directly. She says, Theo, my name is Unam Nakim. I was a squire to our mutual friend, Asaf Quay. I am to understand that you hold some significance in the conflict between Eimsford and Zheles. She hesitates. I...
Come, go. Tell us a story.
Tell us about the prophecy. Tell us what you know. Tell us about the horns on top of your head.
She reaches for her head.
I said not to move. I would stop moving.
This is very sharp.
Well, I guess...
Turn a dark fucking corner over here.
Regardless, my life would be forfeit, so... As I'm sure you've guessed by now, I am a tiefling, and I am from Zheles.
Yes, and another one of your kind just died for you, so tell us everything that you possibly know.
There is no easy way to say this, so I'll just say it. I am a daughter of Iamos. I know that sounds hard to believe, and I didn't believe it for a long time myself.
You're fucking kidding me. You're the bastard child of Iamos?
One of several.
That's the
yes.
Prophecy person that was all the pigments.
Was led to believe from Asaf that my lineage could overthrow the current ruler of Zheles, another child of Iamos, one with a different temperament than mine.
I can't believe what I'm saying. So... But you stand to overthrow the governmental system of Zheles, and that's how you're going to end a war. By more war.
Well, it's a start. And
what were you doing in the tower then, ready to die for? Why was it that you were okay with being there when you knew you were about to die?
it's important for this to work. We have to change the public perception of our nation, and I know that's a heavy task, but
Can't do that through death.
SF is well respected, and he seems confident that we would be able to sway at least some of the leadership into supporting our cause. And as you guys are discussing this, you actually hear a devilish murmuring voice from inside of your satchel.
Oh
What? Do I hear that?
no. It's the medallion.
Um,
It's all the chaos happening.
what would you like to do?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that means. What do you mean?
You're hearing something from the medallion, and you know that the last person who had it was Valafar. She hears it because it's her satchel, and she's like right there, so I don't think you'd be able to hear it.
I'm still going to have like I'm still gonna try to like keep my thighs like yeah, like
Thunder thumbs.
it's a very odd way of doing this, but I was like it made sense. It would like keep her propped up, but I'm still flexing here.
It's like when you're trying to like balance something but grab something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're trying to like walk with all the groceries, you have something between your legs. That's what's happening. Feel is like that right now.
Can you turn the music down just a touch in here?
Yeah,
Just
of
like
course.
I don't know which one to roll. There's too many decisions and too many emotions.
Good. Cool.
Okay. All right. Yes. I wanna pull it out and like hold it. I don't know. Can I hold it like up to like here? Like, can I hear like, or does it have to be like that?
You can hold it up in front of
Hello?
you and hear it very, very clearly.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
So, go ahead and make your intelligence check now to see how well you understand. Arsinoe has been trying to learn Infernal,
Make your books
but
check.
has not fully learned it yet.
You've not fully learned it.
It's one of those nights.
But we
It's
just
a
had
9.
one of those.
It's a 10.
It's the same night.
You hear,
Cool.
but that's all it means to you. Before we pursue that any further, we're gonna jump over to
no.
Cheryl.
We can pursue that further.
Dude, yeah. I like what we did. Very sharp. Don't fucking move.
Very sharp.
So yeah, very sharp scalpel.
Yeah.
I like it.
You're both in danger.
We grabbed the scalpel beans and went.
Yup. Oh,
all of us were just
dude,
like,
yeah.
oh, hey.
He and I talked about this the other day. Didn't think we would actually do it right away, but we did. We were like, nah, that bitch ain't
Wasted
going
no time.
nowhere.
So, Cheryl, you find yourself in the same holding cell you left only an hour ago. Kind of beside yourself, sitting in the cell, you see just outside as the bodies of your two companions are being
I'm not
stripped
looking
of
at
any
them.
items.
I'm not watching that.
I understand. Nevertheless, you kind of hear some of the banter going on between the guards. And then you hear the familiar voice of the court wizard as he walks into the room. He says, once this one is stripped, prepare him for the courtyard tomorrow at noon.
Now I'm gonna jump up to the cell and say,
Pepper, that's not for you.
you don't realize it, but you'd be doing him a great honor in displaying him to your people like that.
Oh, you think so, do you?
I know so.
I'd expect nothing less of a Grixton traitor.
And I just sit back down. That's it.
Sorry, I had a cough there.
As you sit back down, another guard walks in with a robed figure with a dark hood on. They're putting up some resistance, and he manages to bring them into the room through just sheer might. He says, perfect timing. Allow me to show you what we do to traitors.
He's talking to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he turns,
I don't know if they were talking to the hooded figure or okay.
he turns to the hooded figure.
Just take her out real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Pepper, the black lab, is whining at us. Needs to go potty outside. The hooded figure you're not so familiar with, but in seeing the two bodies being stripped of belongings, you see a flash of recognition across his face, and then almost immediately after, a flash of sorrow.
I know I said I didn't want to look at the bodies, but if they're like pulling me out and the bodies are there, I want to quickly look to see if the bracelet is still on Taffy.
They're not pulling you out. You're still in your cell.
Okay.
But you can see that the bracelet is still attached to Taffy. In particular, now that you've looked at it, one of the guards is trying to get it off and can't. He's definitely struggling with it. It's a custom-made piece, this one. So, as soon as you take your eyes off of your two friends, you see the wizard throw the hooded character into a cell. He looks at you, winks, and then walks into that cell, and you hear screaming. He begins to ask, "Tell me what you know. What is your connection to these people?" "You'll have to kill me."
This isn't Brett's character. What was his name?
This is not Brett's
Nyx.
character.
Nyx.
Nyx is further down.
Okay.
The court wizard responds, "So be it. I would have given your day in court, but you've proven that completely unnecessary at this point." The screaming stops, and you see a flash from the cell. He walks back out, and dusts his hands off, and looks to you.
Like there's any blood on his hands.
Says, "Perhaps you'll tell me what I need to know." He opens the cell, slips in and closes it behind him. Just as he makes his way near to you, another figure walks into the room. Hole, please.
Old priest.
Her priest.
Please.
Please hold. Your call is very important to us.
All right, we gotta get online and get a dice tray.
Okay.
I need a better roller thing.
Elwind, stop this now. He turns, and the person you see as he steps aside is a man clad in sun-touched armor, but without a helmet on. He has long, flowing black hair with streaks of gray in it, and a pretty hardy beard. Atop that hair, you see a small golden crown with a sun medallion in the middle, a ruby encased in the center. You suddenly realize that this is likely King Gravant, the king of Eimsford, and he doesn't necessarily fit the description of that you would imagine for a king. He certainly seems ready for battle at any time. He says, "Elwind, can't you see? This man is of the cloth. He doesn't respond to fear. His accolades are hope and healing.
Yes, and you've killed everything I care about healing.
We responded in kind. I hope that in time you can understand. Our nations do not always agree, but we are on the same side after all.
Yeah, let me go. I understand.
He motions for Elwind, who is the court wizard, now you know his name, to leave the cell. And he drags a chair inside. He sits down across from you. He motions to one of the guards. They bring in another chair and sits it in front of him. Says, please, have a seat. Let us speak like allies.
I'm gonna sit down, but I'm not gonna respond to that at all.
Okay. Surely you understand my predicament. You and your friends somehow managed to get into the tower and escape with a high-value prisoner of ours. I want to know, 1, how you did it. 2, who sent you. And 3, why they sent you.
Well, it's pretty simple, actually. You know we had a wizard with us. He got us outside of the force field, and we fell down. And the reason that we were here is because that... I'm sorry, they believe Theal's an elf, right?
Yeah.
That elf...
Well, to your knowledge.
Yeah. That elf that you had was captured with everyone else. I'm sure Bond told you of this. I'm gonna wait for him to respond to that at all. See if I need to explain what happened.
And we've had several hearings involving Theo. It was beginning to look more and more like she might have caused the incident in Salvation herself.
Yes, and
I understand you were one of the first to arrive on the scene.
Yes, and the group that I was traveling with were there, yet they seemed to not know anything that was going on, and we hoped that Theo could provide us with some more answers, and as she was about to die...
So everything you've told me up to now is information I more or less already had. Here's where we may need to be a little more untrusting. And he snaps his fingers, and Elwind casts a spell that emanates a glowing circle that basically envelops the entire cell that you two are in. I need you to make a wisdom save.
If he is casting, would it be safe to assume that I can cast?
He controls the anti-magic in that cell.
Gotcha. Okay. So what do I need to roll?
You need to roll a wisdom save.
That's 14, so I'm assuming not.
And you know when you fail Zone of Truth, right?
Yes, they would know if I passed or if I failed. Yeah.
Do you have an
The caster.
over here?
I do not.
I think you missed.
We're gonna do that in a break.
Realizing that you've failed the save, he begins to press and ask you more questions. Here is where the two of you can begin to hear.
Yes.
Well, and I'll continue with this,
Okay.
but just know that this is basically where the conversation started. You guys picked up when you heard the shouting of him telling Elwind to stop. And then from here is about where you can make out.
You can make out. Okay. He can't.
Well, Arsinoe actually rolled too low. But Thiel is gracious enough to hear and translate for you.
What a
We'll say, just for the
bitch.
sake of expediency here, that is what happened. You still have not told me who sent you, and I wish to know.
Sure you do.
I can see.
I know how Zone of Truth works.
I can't lie.
I can see that
Who's questioning right now?
the king.
The king, yeah. The king.
I can see that the usual measures are beyond the scope of.
Hi, Pepper.
Or not. Your abilities are beyond the scope of our usual measures. So, instead, I'll make you an offer. As I said, you are a man of hope and healing, not one of fear and persuasion. I happen to have noticed that your friend's bracer has several diamonds encased in it. I happen to have a high-level
bastard.
I happen to have a high-level mage here who can make use of those diamonds and bring your friend back. But I will only do so after you have answered the questions truthfully and fully.
So you want me to agree for you to bring her back to life? Me give you the answers, damning my other friends, so that you just kill us all. Nice try.
You will receive your day in court.
Yes, and I've heard how you people deal with your court dealings. I'd rather take my chances there than bringing her back to life to only die again.
He stops for a moment.
Why do you think we rescued Theo?
There is some fluidity in this deal I offer. Perhaps, if the information you give me is good enough, we can arrange for a trade. Your life and the life of your friend for the life of this high-profile prisoner that you've taken from our cells.
She didn't even want to leave. Go figure that.
That being the case, I'm sure she would be more than happy to oblige.
I'm sure she would.
But before we set this all in motion, you need to tell me at least some of what I want. I need to know that this life I'd be trading is worth it.
What kind of information are you looking for?
Well, like
what
I said,
do you know?
I know that there are people in the city that may not be as loyal as they seem. I'm not asking for every name, but I want you to point me in the right direction. I need to know where to look.
And you'll let me and my friends go?
You and this one. The other, and he kind of looks over to Valifar's body. I'm afraid I just cannot do.
Will you afford us his body for a burial?
Again, perhaps, if the information is good enough.
And what of my other friends who aren't here right now? The other two that were with us.
You will all be still seen as enemies of the state, I hope you know.
But you'll give us a head start.
Yes.
Run.
If you want to If you want to put it that way, in no uncertain terms I will allow you to leave the city. But know if our paths cross again, you will find yourself here in this cell, and I may not be so forgiving.
You may not be so forgiving.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Well, we'll see.
So tell me, where do I begin to look?
I would like to make one other stipulation.
This deal is becoming more and more lopsided all the time.
As I said, Thiel did not want to leave. I only ask that this does not hinder her court date or her hearings.
I think that's more than agreeable.
And you resurrect Taffy before we go out and find them. Because honestly, I'm not even sure if they're there.
You need to know that a life in this place can be taken just as swiftly as it can be given. I will appease your request.
But at least you won't have the diamonds.
Exactly.
Cannot
And so
lie.
he nods to Elwind, who's outside of the cell. And Elwind objects for a moment, but
as he's turned away, my face turns and I am like freaking the fuck out because I just agreed to bring someone back to life and I'm like, this is not good. I'm kind of like, oh fuck, what did I just agree to?
Thanks, Sam.
Don't worry, man. It gets easier every time.
says the necromancer.
I'm like going through Cheryl's head is just like, I hope it's not too late because like knowing like how all this stuff
Right.
works, like I hope it's not like she's
God,
not
what if
too
her
far
face falls
gone
off?
or yeah.
This whole session.
Revolved around Cheryl saying yes to that.
So far.
Yeah. That was like when Alex like brought
See you
it
next
up,
week, everybody.
I was like, when Alex like we had talked about it after the last session, he was like, "I'll propose it to Cheryl." I was like, he might say no.
He might have, but he didn't. And although Elwind protests, he says,
You might not bring that girl back.
"My liege, surely you don't mean..."
Listen to your boss, Ellie.
Ellie.
He scowls at you. "Silence, you cur."
I can only tell the truth. And I wink at him.
You're in the truth, huh?
Gravant,
Yeah.
King Gravant rolls his eyes and says, "Elwind, do get on with it. We have a deal, and I am a man of my word, if nothing else." Elwind sighs, clutches the medallion on his chest, and begins to weave a magical signal over and over again, each time getting brighter.
I would like to really recognize this and know what he's like examining and remembering everything that he's doing.
Make an Arcana check.
People so nice and clean. You back
I did.
Oh yeah. I don't think I have plus to anything. Yeah, so it's 15 straight now, plus 0 to Arcana.
What is our common intelligence?
Yeah, I'm a dumb boy.
You are able to recognize that the nature of the spell and the hand gestures are not not without meaning, but the greater meaning is the fact that he's clutching his holy symbol and communicating with his patron.
And do I know this deity, or can I at least remember what the holy symbol looks like? Because more importantly, I was wanting to have this information to consult with like Sarnorin afterwards, because I know he's researched this a lot and he might kind of know.
With your Arcana check, you're not able to discern for yourself what deity he's trying to contact, but you would imagine, based on the nature of this place and their attachment to Pelor, the god of the sun, that that is who he's communing with. As he begins to, or continues to trace these symbols in the air and focus greater and greater, the light begins to glow, and just before it's too bright for you to see, you see the diamonds begin in Taffy's bracelet begin to glow as well, until they shatter and geometric shapes float around in the air, parts of the diamond, but only singular planes, not the entire 3D diamond. It's almost too bright to look at, but what you can see is actually quite beautiful. He begins to motion his hands down, and that light pours into Taffy. You see her wounds begin to close up. You see, yeah, her death saving throws. You see her chest begin to move once again. She breathes. And you see some motion in her multicolored cape that they haven't taken off yet. Harold pops out. Sits on her chest again.
Oh, he made it out too.
Oh,
I didn't know you were gonna.
He seems concerned.
Is the bracelet still attached?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Taffy. Your eyes blink open like no time has passed at all. At one time, just a moment ago, you were trying to make yourself invisible to escape the sun touched. And now, you're on a table in the same cell you recognize, or the same prison that you recognize, staring at the ceiling.
Cheryl's trying to keep his cool, but he crying.
Oh.
I said Cheryl.
I don't care about you.
Do I have all my stuff?
You have
Steal my gold.
your
Why
cape,
am I worried about that?
and you have your arcane focus.
I don't have
That's-
my wand.
You do not have your wand. They have taken
I
that.
was gonna immediately make myself invisible.
You
You're in an
make a perception check.
magic zone.
Well, she's outside the cell. I'm in
Yeah.
the cell, which is
Hey,
She's outside of
Negative.
the
can you see if the thing is pausing? If the stream is like pausing a little bit? My sister's watching and said it was kind of lagging for her. I don't know if there's
It's
anything
been
you can
fine on
do.
my phone, but
Okay.
it might.
it might be her internet connection. I don't know. It's
Ask in the chat.
hey, Chad. Is anything kind of lagging for you guys? Is it pausing? Is it working well? Everything's still looking good. Audio's good.
A little chat check.
Yeah, just
check
give me
1, 2.
some feedback here. Again,
W's in the
I think
chat
we
if
fixed
everything's
most of the
okay.
issues from last time, and I am hardwired with Ethernet, but just in case.
Can't get it to play.
That's not a good
Yeah,
roll.
I can't get to play on my phone either.
Did you have a backup character?
Cool.
No,
We're
I
good.
did not. Jim said that everything is fine.
Okay, thanks, Jim.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling perception.
7. I had a lot of faith in you.
You should have more than me.
I kind of told Alex, I was like, well, what if Sam says no? And then he never really gave me an answer.
Yeah.
So I didn't
It was
make
like a
backup
30% chance that I
Yeah.
would say yes.
So,
I think it hit a Twitch.
what?
Hit a twitch.
I don't know. Is that Reed maybe? In the chat.
I don't know.
Reed
don't know.
19.
Oh, that's Brett.
Oh, is that Brett? Hi, Brett. I rolled a 7.
Okay. So, with that, you're not able to discern where any of your items are. You're still very disoriented. After all, being brought back from the dead is a pretty taxing experience, and you actually can't bring yourself to move much more than kind of wiggling your fingers, exercising your lungs, and taking breaths for the first time in about an hour.
Am I back at full health?
I have to double check that, but I think so.
I mean, did you use
Yeah.
Revivify or?
Uh,
No.
yes. No. I think it's resurrection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think that does give you your health back, but again, you're drained.
I know. I just wanted to know if I needed to write it on here.
Seeing this, Gravant turns back to you. He says, "Now for your end of the bargain."
They're at the docks.
Where at the docks?
If you take us there, I can show you. I've only known via description, and it doesn't make much sense to me.
I warn you, you are testing my patience.
I'm cooperating.
Tell me where.
Somewhere in a rock, if that makes sense to you.
Devil's Rock.
Sure.
Damn it, he knows it.
Aw, crap.
Damn it. Thought maybe he would be confused. This is out of character.
How?
This is not Tabby.
How?
Nuts.
That was terrible.
Is there some entrance?
They walked into it. I literally, in telling you everything I know.
Now for the last bit. Why did they send you?
Because they said that Theo could give us answers. And that is not a lie.
What answers? Answers to what specifically?
About the war, everything.
What is Theo to this war? What is Theo at all?
Apparently she can stop it. I don't know how, I don't know why. She didn't even seem to know how or why when we came to rescue her. She wanted to stay here. Did she really want to stay here if she was just going to die at court tomorrow if she could stop the war?
All right. He kind of nods to several soldiers standing outside of the cell, and Elwyn instructs them to begin moving on Devil's Rock.
And I'm saying,
Bye.
remember,
Yeah,
Sick.
we heard it.
our other two friends were part of this deal.
Theo. Heard it.
I said that you would be free to go.
I
that
did.
they would still be enemies of the state.
Yes, but you said that they, as in all of us, would be free to leave.
Very well.
Words.
Be sure not to harm the others who infiltrated.
Way too late for that.
Is that to your liking?
Yes, now me and my friend will also be going.
I'm afraid I may have to hold you for just a bit longer. I need to make sure that the information you've given me is true to form.
Yeet. See you later.
He motions to one of the last remaining guards in the room.
In all fairness, I look half dead, so I'm going to look at him and say, what do you expect that I will do?
I did not expect much before, but you've proven yourself quite capable. Take it as a compliment. And as he stands up and moves his chair out of the
I want to try to trip
cell.
him on his way out, but acting like I fall. Like I'm
foot?
falling.
Okay.
And like getting up out of the chair is weak.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah. Slide those big old hands.
Sleight of trunk.
Sleight of trunk. I like that.
That might do it. That's a 16. Might not do it.
He stumbles as you do kind of get your trunk around his foot as he leaves the cell. He says, "Do not test my patience."
I apologize, but I was not brought back from the brink of death like she was.
Enough.
I am weak.
He slams the cell closed and nods to Elwyn, and the zone of truth is dispelled. He then grabs Taffy and puts you into a cell adjacent to...
I imagine I'm kind of just out of it, so I wouldn't really fight back.
Yeah. Then we're going to jump back to the two of you.
Well,
We're not there. Are you
I
there?
couldn't lie, so I was just like,
Yeah. That's like
Yes, low murmurs, especially because it was heated for a moment.
And I was like, well, I don't want to tell him everything.
Theo has been translating, more or less, for you, giving you the gist of where things stand. You now know for certain that
they're on their way.
they are on their way. You know that Valafar is dead, and that Taffy is alive again.
Well,
Did he agree to allow us to have Valfar's body?
He didn't.
win.
He didn't.
He said the information would have to be good enough.
He didn't.
Yes.
That was a big if.
What you said?
We need... Unam begins to speak. He says, we need to evacuate now.
Right.
It will not take long for them to get here. So I suggest that we
You better
gather up whatever we need and get moving. I plan on sailing out of here, and he points to the ship that's just, like, completely botched. He says, by the sound of things, you two may want to stay for your friends.
Yes, of course.
panicking.
Now for
So you better be coming up with a pretty good reason why I should be letting her go and not turning her in.
well, you just heard it yourself,
They're coming for you, not for me.
and they're coming for her too.
And I have their bargaining chip in my hand, so all I have to do is hand her over. So,
Do not forget
what
the bigger picture here.
do you know?
I know nothing else. I know as much as you know.
All right.
And this information is agreeable.
I ignore him and I look at her and go, "What do you think?
I mean, I think we have to get our friends.
You let him keep her?
Keep her?
Her?
No.
He's standing right there. I mean, he's hearing.
She's the only way that we get our people back.
Well, you heard her.
Theo, he talks to her directly. I cannot in good conscience hand you back over to the Sun-Touched. There must be some other way.
I'm gonna release my thighs. And I'm going to.
What a sentence.
Jeez.
And I'm going to step in front of her and squat down, and so I'm like looking directly at her, and her scalpel at her throat. And I'm just gonna be like, Theo, you have to tell us more of this plan. We cannot help you and the rest of the nation if you don't tell us what's going on.
We don't have the time for this anymore. Here, I throw her on the ground. I say, take your salvation, but leave us out of it.
She stumbles and hits the ground. She is weak still. I mean, even after you guys have rescued her, more or less, she was out cold just a moment ago.
Yeah, Malfoy did not.
She can barely sit back up, much less get herself to her feet. And she begins to weep. She says, I'm so sorry. I wish things were different. I didn't ask for this.
Yeah, well,
I didn't ask for this either. And instead, people have died for you. And if you don't pull yourself together and stop crying, more people are gonna die, and you included. And all of this will be for nothing.
you know, this is the second...
What would you have me do? I'm trying to make good with my relations, but Esaf is
Look at me.
as good as dead.
Can you really win this thing?
What if they don't want to
What
win
choice
it?
do I have but to try?
Do you really believe that?
That's what Esaf told me.
Look me in the eye. I want to know what you believe. Can you do this?
No one can know for certain, but... Yes. Yes, I can.
Good. Then do not let my friend's death be for nothing. Go. Run.
She looks at Unam, and he nods as they begin making their way to the rickety ship and preparing it for departure.
Come, we can't stay with them. We have to get out of here.
Okay. As you two leave the rock, stepping out of the invisible boundary, roll another perception check for me.
Yeah!
They fast.
Both of us, or...?
Yes, both of you.
Stop doing that.
Back in the box you go. Bad dice.
Everybody's bad.
Dice jail.
Strength check. Got this today.
12.
Okay.
13.
Ooh.
Okay. You don't notice anything upon exiting, and you're...
But I know Sam is
There's
there.
one there.
Yeah.
I noticed I'm not noticing anything.
You are particularly
I feel like
intent on getting
missing
away from the
something.
rock, and so in your hurriedness, you're not really paying attention.
I wonder if he was following you.
Doesn't matter. Run.
So,
When
That's
they,
me, not...
before you cut back,
yeah.
As they step out, it's just the two of them exiting, correct?
Correct. As of now, the rest of them are readying the ship.
Okay. I'll jump down
Okay.
from kind of what does this rock look like?
It's a jagged
kind of
rock that points itself out into the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And the opening that allows you into it, imagine it sort of like Pride Rock. The opening is beneath it. So you could have been basically atop the rock and have jumped
I'll
down.
kind of jump down.
Where are they?
Okay.
Where's the girl?
Who the fuck are you?
Go for it. Cut to them.
Okay. Nice. I was like, what does that mean?
I know. I was like,
There's a movie to play.
Look over there!
Moving back to the two of you, I want both of you to make perception checks.
Jesus Christ.
you swim it.
You rolled so
That's
much
high,
better.
Taffy.
23.
Mine's a 14.
Okay. Taffy, you in particular notice that the jail is particularly empty. There's one guard in King Gravant. The rest of them have been mobilized to storm the hideout of the Order of the Pin.
Do I remember everything that happened? Like the fight and all that? So
Yeah.
I would remember the robots.
Yeah, more or
Do I
less.
see any, hear any?
Robots.
You don't. You don't hear the telltale ticking, and you don't see any of them. You really only see the one sun-touched soldier and King Gravant, who now, instead of leaving, makes his way down the hallway. And you both can overhear him talking with a familiar voice.
Nix.
Nix is at the end of the cell. He says,
He's in a cell?
yeah.
Okay.
I suppose you've learned your lesson. You've stayed long enough. Nick's response is like, yeah, I've got big things to do back home. You guys have held me for way too long. You cramped my style in here.
Good old Nix.
Pops his collar.
Ever
Like
since
his
I can
horns
remember.
He says, you try any of that funny business in Inaset or Eimsford ever again, and we may not be allies anymore. What you did was a personal slight to me, and I'm pretty agreeable. But there's only so much I can forgive.
Brett said he tips his horns.
He's referring to one of my other characters. That's funny.
Yeah.
He unlocks the cell, and Nix kind of hobbles out, shaking his head and puts his hands behind as he kind of just walks out. And while his vision, while the king's vision is of his eyes is obscured, he kind of glances over at Cheryl's cell, and then makes his way past and looks at Taffy's cell. You notice that he's looking. He winks at you. He says, "Hey, that's my wand. What are you guys doing with that?" And he says, "It was on her body." He says, "Well, I'll have it back now. It's very, very rare." "Very well. Do as you please." He picks it up and kind of looks at it for a second. He's like, "That was a little worse for wear, but fair enough."
Pepper. No. This is not about you. I'm gonna pull all the cords down.
I know.
Alright, cool. Bye.
If you need to put her up, we can.
Pepper. Pepper. She had it on her paw and she was like trying to get the wires off. Okay,
Oh, boy.
We're good, we're good.
He, he says, next time you take this from me, I might just have to use it on you. And he pushes the other guard that's in the room. And the guard pushes him back. With your high perception, you notice that Nix falls back a bit harder than he should and lands in front of your cell. Make a sleight of hand check for me.
Busting out of this joint.
Breaking out, y'all.
Oh,
No, we not.
No, we not.
11.
Okay. You fumble for a second because you don't quite realize what's going on, but just before the wand hits the ground, you're able to catch it out of thin air and stow it inside of your clothing.
Okay, cool.
Nick stands back up and pulls another stick out of his pocket. He says, "Don't make me," and the king says, "Enough! Just leave. I've had enough." Fine.
I wanna
Smell you later.
I wanna catch eyes with Nyx and make back at him.
Okay.
Catch eyes.
He notices, and
Said what?
just as soon as he arrived, Nyx
Seriously, as he came, he left.
Nyx steps out, and is gone.
Don't make eye contact with me.
Speaking of Nyx, he left his horns over there, and I was convinced there was a snake in that bowl
Oh
yesterday.
my gosh.
And I, like, looked at it, and I was like,
There's a snake.
and I like got up to it like real slowly, and I was like, God damn it, it's just the horns.
This is why Cheryl doesn't talk much.
So now, there is only one guard in the room, and Taffy has a wand of invisibility.
Wait, so the king left with him, and it's just the guard?
Yeah, the king is left now. He's making sure that Nyx doesn't get into any more
Is the
shenanigans.
guard like pacing, or is he just kind of like chilling?
He's sitting at the desk.
Brett said the plan worked, Alex.
Sure did, man. Nyx saves the day.
Kills Valfar.
Yeah.
So
No.
did the charges and everything stay the same on the wand of invisibility?
It's
Correct.
been an hour, yeah.
Cool. So I still have 3 charges left.
Right.
Cool. Is the guard currently looking at me?
Ping pong.
The guard is more or less twiddling his thumbs. Just
All right.
maybe kind of toying with some of the things that were taken off of your bodies. Valafar's body is no longer in the room. It's been taken out and prepared.
Okay.
But he's playing with the ring of protection that he had on.
Prodi ring.
How big is this cell in comparison to Taffy?
The cell is basically just big enough to fit you.
Is it deep enough to where I could get to the back of the cell and be out of eyeshot of the guard, or would he be able to see me no matter where I'm at in the cell?
You might be able to, but I do want to remind you that the cell itself does have anti-magic. So while you do have the wand, you may not be able to use
Gotcha.
it
I
within the
forgot
cell.
about
Do I have my holy symbol still? Like he took everything?
They took everything.
I'm gonna.
Dang.
Hey, guard.
that.
Can I have my symbol? I need to pray. I've aided in some things that I previously didn't believe in. And I'm gonna kind of glance towards Taffy's cell.
Sorry. Nothing for the prisoners, especially for the ones that tend to escape.
I can't do anything with it except pray. Purely comfort.
Make a deception check.
I mean, that's literally all I'm using it for. I can't do anything with it. It's not really deception. That's really all I want it
So
for.
it is persuasion. Okay.
Yeah.
You can use that.
I mean, that's a 13? Yeah.
He rolled a nat 20 on his insight,
Yeah.
so
I mean, but like it's true. Like, that's really, I mean, it's not like, yeah.
But it's true,
Like,
eh?
I just wanted to pray.
as you guys kind of mull over your options, we're gonna jump back. We're gonna. Oh man, I forgot about
purely
the.
for character.
Never mind.
Oh,
We were gonna have a dry erase board on the wall that said session since PC death. And
0.
put like 20 and then scratch it out and put 0. So we're gonna jump back over to you guys and explore what's happening here.
So, dropping down.
Sam, I'll have you scream in a
sorry.
little bit. Sorry, man.
Nope,
Just in
that's
case.
on me.
Get on the mic, man. Tell the people who you are.
That's on me. So you see in front of you, about 6 feet tall, dark, almost black hair, slicked back, kind of wet, wearing some studded leathers, like
Wet.
Kind
long,
of wet. Ew.
Shut up.
Like some noodles.
Like some noodles, yes. He actually has noodles for hair. Big old bushy beard.
Pass it around to the person.
See? Half elven. Looks human other than the slight point to his ears.
I was running.
So, slams down. Where's the girl?
Who the fuck are you?
She's already gone.
Yeah, do you see a girl other than her?
No, she was on your back.
Listen,
Yeah.
mate, I don't know what to tell you. She's on the fucking boat.
Go get her.
Later.
I'm gonna start walking away from you.
I didn't know that y'all let go of Theo.
Oh yeah.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Why
She
do you
out.
want
Where'd she go?
the apparent
She
savior
went
of the
with
universe?
Unam.
I don't give a shit about the savior of the universe. I'm looking for some information
What information are you
Pertaining
looking
to...
I thought they were.
pertaining to. I have
They
this
were
written
down
down
and
there.
they were like, we need
Pertaining
take her
to
with us.
Mist.
for? We have guards coming too, by the way.
There's a whole lot of cops about to show up.
There's a
Yeah,
good
we
So
gotta
if
go.
you have a rap
get
sheet,
away from there because they
you might want to distance yourself because they're headed for the boat.
I would like to talk with you all. Let's
Yeah.
let's bounce out of here.
All right.
You like
Can you walk and talk?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
We're bouncing.
Okay.
about to start
Are you guys
swimming.
rushing? Are
I didn't think
you
y'all just like
stealthing out?
walk away like that, like bouncing.
new friend
What was the
acquired.
question?
Are you guys stealthing out, or are you rushing along?
I guess we're rushing. I don't think we have time to stealth.
And where are you guys headed
I got it.
specifically?
Yeah, we're gonna go to
The slums.
Yeah, we're gonna go to
That
the
shitty ass hotel.
the
we stayed
blue
at.
place. I don't
I
remember.
specifically did not
The blue
mention any of those places.
Yes, thank you.
So
I tried to leave
I
those
would like to
places
say,
safe.
if we can do this, I'd like to rush till we get to a certain point in town,
Okay.
and then in order to obscure, I would like to encourage everyone to try to stealth through till like when we are actually entering that neighborhood, so no one sees us do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't have you guys roll survival checks. You've made the trek before, so you're very familiar with it. But I will have you roll your stealth checks once you get to the docks. You'll get past without a trace as well. It's still active. Bad rolls tonight, huh? Sorry, man.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
What we got?
Oh, it's
Foot
like-
slaps the whole way.
Like me walking.
with-
They're
you
wearing
you
flippers
do
to
still
swim
get,
better.
Yeah, you still get past without a trace. It's still
But it
up.
was cast without me in it.
I think
but
it's.
I thought it was like the
It
person that
envelops.
like yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, you have to be 30 feet,
You might be right. It might only be like when you cast
and that's
it.
fine.
Okay.
Okay. Either way,
Look
I
up
just
the
didn't
rules,
know.
I was
Sam.
looking at it.
We'll look it up.
Without
right
it,
in
it's
front
an
of
8.
us.
Okay.
So with it would be an 18.
Yes, that would be true.
Does
And
anybody
it's a
want
group
this?
check, so
Well, the group's about to fail,
Cast
so
without a trace or pass without a
Pass.
trace?
I don't know.
You
Arsinoe
want
might
this?
carry y'all.
Huh?
We'll see.
Yeah, it's 24.
Okay.
No, it's just creatures you choose at the time.
It's
Okay.
bread.
yeah, it's weird. But Alex likes the great.
Oh,
no,
You're just 10 for me.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna dump it out.
That is the
It's
DC.
okay.
It's relatively low because you're just basically sneaking through the slums at that
Sub
point.
DC on that one, guys.
You're welcome.
You all are able to make your way to the Blue Shoe Inn unnoticed. And as you slip into the doorway, to the familiar sound of the snoring barkeep passed out on the counter, you catch a glimpse of the sun as it's rising.
Ooh, I think I'd actually like to go the place across the street.
The what?
The not the blue shoe and the inky, drink. Yeah.
I'm not going in there.
Why not?
Because that's their fucking litmus test. You don't think the first information that they get is going to be the bar where they all hang out? We should go into the one that no one knows about.
Okay, all right. Well, a lot of people know about this place.
Knew about this place.
All right.
Pepper's head is on the bill.
So, as you all begin to settle in at the Blue Shoe Inn, what would you two like to do?
Us two?
Is there anything that you thought about? Anything?
I really just want my holy symbol
not
to
going
pray to Osiris, my god. That was it.
So it's just us two and the guard. Nyx is gone and the king is gone.
Correct.
And Homeboy is dead that they brought in.
Right.
Ooh.
Balafar is dead,
No, not that.
No, not Balfour. They brought in
But also
Oh.
Balfour.
but also
Right.
him.
that guy dead.
But also Balfour.
There is also, you recall, a goblin in one of the holding cells.
Oh, I assumed that thing was dead too.
They're still
Jeez.
kicking.
So there's a goblin and the hooded figure. I thought that was going to be Sam, so I kind of wrote that out of my mind. What's the hooded figure?
The hooded figure was the Shadowed Sun operative that you all met. I say all, everyone.
Yeah,
but
I
Cheryl.
didn't know who
I
that
don't
was. I
know
figured
what
that's who
you're
it was,
talking
but I didn't. react
He's the
'cause I
one that
didn't-
took
I
you
wasn't
into the
there.
bookcase and fussed at Arsinoe, basically.
Oh no, he died.
Took me into the bookcase.
Do you not
What
remember
are
that? Whenever,
remember
right
that?
after they took me, y'all came after me. He found y'all and was like, "Hey, we gotta hide." Y'all hid, and he was trying to explain stuff. And Balfour's like, "Dude, we gotta go now." And he's like, "Chill for a second." He's like, "No, we gotta go now." And he's like, "Chill for a second."
It's alright
Can
if
we
you
get
don't
Sam
remember.
to
In
do
the
all
tower?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
all the
all of
recaps.
the recaps.
Chill for a second. Nah,
Nah, chill for a second.
That
No.
in the tower?
Yeah, that was in the tower.
it was in the library.
Yeah, y'all went up to where I had been taken.
And then he sent y'all to the bottom floor. That's how y'all got there.
This was 2 sessions ago when we had the big fight.
That's
Don't
okay.
remember
Yeah.
that at all. So he's dead.
He is dead.
He
Wow.
didn't get
Ascertained for
How did
certain.
he get captured or found
He
out
was
about?
found out. It sounds like,
Okay.
I mean, somehow somebody
So,
found out about his
I-
treacherous ways.
His betrayal.
So I don't have my
What turds?
arcane focus. I only have the thing stuck
You
on
do
me.
have your oh, sorry.
I
yeah.
don't have mine.
You have that arcane
You
focus.
got an arcane
Got it.
focus
Um,
for a devil or a demon or whatever.
I want to
he is.
try to like meditate on that
Okay.
and see if I
Meditating.
could talk to that guy.
Okay. Make a religion check.
Oof. Yeah, you need to roll. We're just gonna flip this around because
Yeah.
this side's rolling bad.
You meditate for a time, but your mind is still weary from being brought back. You do feel that maybe this anti-magic field is suppressing the magic of the bracelet somewhat.
I technically have full rested, right? So like I have full spell slots. I know I can't use them, but I have full spell slots.
No, you're just back to life. You just have
right.
full health.
Ah,
They just healed you, yeah.
okay.
Velcro dog followed you in.
So sorry.
You're good.
I'm gonna need a second.
I literally can't do anything.
Make an intelligence check for me real quick.
Me?
Yes.
Big money, no awareness.
Oh, whammy!
What is it?
It's an 8.
Yeah.
Plus.
Intelligence?
We
0.
only roll 8s on this side, so.
I know, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't have thrown it over here.
Well, she rolled a 4 over here before, so.
Yeah.
Hey, you should
Double what I rolled
Double
that?
it up.
So we just
Can I? I
just
have
talking to
the
Ty.
only thing I have on me now is the wand, the arcane focus, and my cape. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
What a dog.
The cape they didn't ascertain was magical, but of course it is.
But they took my hat.
Are the bars on the the jail big enough for me to put my hands through?
No, man.
They are.
Is he looking at me?
Again, he's kind of just inspecting the ring.
I want to. I want to stick my hand with the arcane focus, with the wand, out of the cage,
Okay.
and point it back at me, and try to cast invisibility on myself.
Oh,
Okay.
Rancher.
Make an Arcana check.
3rd time's the charm.
Oof.
Roll it exactly in the middle. Maybe that's the place to
Yargan.
Ooh,
It is
like
not.
double digits or no?
It's a 5. Plus Arcana.
Oh, yikes.
That's a 5.
Yeah, Arcana is also intelligence.
be. Intelligence.
Using the wand
+3.
and casting it back.
That's my saving throw.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm
So
looking
I
at
have proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Using the wand and casting it back towards yourself, you misalign it, and it doesn't aim towards you.
But it goes off.
It does go off outside of the cell,
So I lost the
but
charge.
as soon as basically it crosses the bars, it fizzles out. The magical wave that it exudes just disperses.
Wonder if you
Matt, the
could-
game board cam is not on because we're not in combat. But we could turn it on if you want to see.
Yeah,
Do
it's
you
just
wanna see
it's
some
just
felt?
there's nothing on
Just
the
a
table.
blank felt.
See her rolls.
Yeah.
You
So
see
I
all
lost
our
a charge on
fives.
the wand, but once it goes through the bars, it doesn't do anything.
Correct.
Okay. Did he notice?
He. Let's see.
Did I
Get
Can you
notice?
roll
Advantage,
stealth?
though.
Because I was technically trying to do it.
Did I notice what
stealthy,
she's
I guess.
doing?
He didn't notice.
Okay.
Don't need to roll stealth.
He did not notice.
Did I notice?
Roll perception. See if you did. Is it single digits?
13.
You noticed. There's not much else going on in the room, and you're not distracted by anything.
I am prepared to run interference if I need to.
Do you
Okay.
happen to speak
Turn the wand
Gnomish?
upside down.
Nope.
No.
No mish.
I speak Lexodon and Common.
Alright.
You don't need any?
Okay.
So far,
So
useless.
Where's my hand?
So you turn
I wanna
the
try
wand upside
again.
down to the pointer right here, and it's like.
You have now realized that magic works outside the cell.
yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stick one hand through with the wand and then the other hand here.
And pointed at her hand outside. Everything that she's pointing it at is outside the cell.
They're just one hand's gonna go in.
Wait, but if I bring it back in, will it not be invisible?
I can honestly say that I think you would probably know that. Yes.
But once I pull
There's a very clear barrier that keeps magic from occurring.
Okay.
You're like, nailed it.
Got it, guys. Both
Wait,
are.
wait.
Cheryl, stick your trunk out.
That's what I was gonna tell her to do next.
Roll me one more intelligence check.
Can I have advantage?
No.
No.
So smart.
If I put my trunk out, can I cast guidance on her hand while she's outside?
What am I rolling? Intelligence?
Yeah.
6. I'm fucking
my
dumb.
Yeah, you were just wiped out from being dead.
From being dead.
I'm gonna, seeing as she's kind of like done, I guess, and I don't have to worry about the guard like seeing the wand or anything. Guard, do you know how long it'll be before we're out of here?
That's up to the courts.
The courts? You mean your king who made a deal saying that he would let us out?
The king is not in charge of the courts, though he does have a higher power than they do.
He just let that other guy go.
Nyx's offense was a mild one in terms of the law. But we'll discuss it no further, prisoner. I'm not here to give you idle chit-chat.
Are you gonna stop me from talking?
No. I'll just stop responding.
Then I'll discuss it with you as much as I want.
Make a deception check, because I know what you're doing.
I'm dying is what I'm doing. I only got 3 health.
Really?
Yes!
I am at
Deception?
full health though, right? We decided that?
Deception 16 on that roll there.
You, just to let you know, you barely made that. He walks over to the cell and he says, "Maybe I'll just make you shut up."
Okay, I'd like to see you try. As I try and look as tough as I can at 3 health.
Well, beat up. I'd like to see you try.
Can I see what's going on?
You can.
Okay, is he approaching the cell?
He's at the cell door, and after that, he's gonna look around, grab the keys, unlock the cell door.
I'm charging.
No, okay. I'm gonna start screaming. No, please, no! No! There's been too much death!
I'm charging him with the intent to go for keys that are either in the door or still in his hand and throwing them to Taffy. Behind me.
If he gets out of the cell, I'm going to immediately cast invisibility on him.
I'm loving the creativity.
We're not entering combat, but I am going to have you make contested strength rolls.
19! I finally rolled good in one of these situations!
Guys, it only took an hour and a half.
I've been rolling nat ones on all of these checks, these tints.
Was it a whole person? He finally didn't get it.
No, this guy doesn't have any magic. This is basically you guys lock arms and you're like wrestling each other, and you're actually able to position yourself at the cell door. Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, she's so good.
That's 17.
Using your trunk while you're grappling him, you're able to grab the keys off of his side and shove him to the ground inside the cell.
Ooh, lock that bitch!
Like, no, wait! Boom, chick! Boom, chick! Boom, chick! Boom!
Yeah!
I'm gonna cast it then if he's locked in the cell.
Okay. He's instantly yelling, and Cheryl knows that it's important for you guys to hurry things along.
I'm casting Sacred Flame on him.
Wow.
Okay. Is that a...
Up the cell.
I mean, it's a cantrip, so it may not work, but it's...
You know the guy that's hanging out to the
you instinctively go to cast Sacred Flame, but it stops basically at the cell bars.
Okay, then I'm quickly unlocking her cell.
Okay.
Running over to chest. Running
to chest.
I don't
run to chest.
Wherever our stuff is, I'm assuming it's in the same chest that it was in before.
Most of her stuff is actually.
Dude, just smash the chest.
Your stuff
everything
is out.
Out also.
Splayed.
I thought it just stopped there.
So,
your stuff is in the chest.
Okay, I mean my shield. I'm assuming is also not in the chest. Like
Right. Sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine.
is in the thing.
Yes, and he is
and
screaming.
He's like, and I'm running to get
help! Help! Prisoners escaped again!
I'm casting invisibility on him.
Bad time.
On the guy. Wait.
He's in the cell! He's in the cell!
Again.
I'll say you stopped yourself soon enough.
Yeah.
I'm seeing you like do that. I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at you and say, "We might need that to get out."
Okay.
I'm letting you guys know. I'm starting a timer right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got my stuff.
What's the timer for?
For us to get out. I've got my stuff. I'm looking at you. I'm gonna say, "Cast it on us. We're leaving."
We have 15 minutes. We can't hit anything or cast spells.
That's fine. Let's get as far as we can. The minute we hear people coming, cast it on us, and we're out.
We're both invisible.
As soon as we hear things,
cast
it on us.
Okay. I'm gonna pause this for a second. Roll a percentile die because you just emptied the.
No, I didn't cast it yet.
As soon as we hear things. As soon as we
hear a sound.
Got it.
Basically, like either once we get out of the dungeon and we're on that floor.
Both of you roll stealth checks now.
Okay. Your little tower.
Fuck my
17.
tower. My tower got me a 16.
I'm with you.
Yeah, but I only have a +2.
I thought I was gonna be higher.
Okay.
Stealth is +7.
Yeah.
As you make your way out of the antechamber in the cells, you notice that there are 2 other guards in the hallway.
I cast this invisible.
Okay. Now roll the percentile die.
Percentile.
93. It breaks, huh?
No.
No, I think 93 good.
Yeah,
93 good.
93 nice.
93 happy.
We're gonna change up the music right here real quick.
Dun, 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 dun,
Give me some
dun.
running music.
I know we've left.
Dr. Pepper out of the fridge, please?
So Valifar's things. Would Taffy have grabbed them with hers in haste of like grabbing everything that was hers off the
Yeah, I
table?
just took everything.
Okay.
So
And was his stuff there? Like, do we know?
Valifar's?
Yeah. I'm asking how.
I'm dead.
You had told me that guard had that ring, So I want to say I at least was looking for the ring.
He had the ring with him when he was thrown into the cell.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, anything else of Valfar's, specifically the medallion, I want.
Everything else is missing, and I'm rushing this along because
I was just curious if like it was there or if it was just we got our stuff and that's pretty much.
It seems for whatever reason they took it with his body.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. So.
I mean, it looked
you're
demonic,
both
so that's fair.
Okay.
The wand didn't break.
We moving. We going. We're leaving, and we're moving fast, and we're trying not to touch things. She can see me because she made me invisible.
Yeah.
She can see me. I can't see her.
See him.
It's part of the
He can't see me.
With your stealth checks, I can say that you guys are successfully able to get to the top floor of the Inaset Tower. Upon arriving there, you notice that there are 2 guards still at the door, but they have not noticed you.
Okay.
I mean, we're invisible, right?
As you break the threshold and make your way onto the first floor, you see a couple guards rushing down to the cells hurriedly.
Okay. I want to like let them pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Make sure that they don't touch us.
Okay. What would you guys like to do? They're gonna notice that the prisoners are gone sooner or later.
I want to
Yeah,
get
but
out of
we want to
this
go.
tower.
We want to
Okay.
leave.
Get out of this tower.
So you guys are able to sneak. You guys are able to sneak past the guards at the door,
Okay.
but the door is closed.
I mean, it's just if we touch people, right?
We can't cast spells or attack.
You can open the door, but you know that they're gonna notice when you do that.
That's fine.
Okay.
You get. I'm talking to you lowly. You get ahead of me. I can see you. Open the door. We'll go.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it and sprint for my goddamn life.
Okay. As soon as the door
it's
opens,
the door outside, right?
Yeah.
the two Sun Touch look at each other and they're like, "What was? Is it?"
Steve,
And
said
as they're looking around, the other 2, the 3 guards rush back up. They're like, "They're escaping! They're escaping!" And they instantly draw their swords and they're looking around. They have no idea what's
We
happening.
outside.
Taffy,
We out here.
you are able to sneak past both the guards.
Cool.
But in doing so, one of them is able to notice a draft as you run by.
Okay.
And he knows that you guys are outside the tower now.
Okay.
So I know she can see me.
Yeah.
I'm going out and immediately going towards like the place where the what you calls it,
Can we pull
where
the map up?
where the inky drink was.
You can. I think you have it.
I have it in my folder.
I'm just going towards where the inky drink was because I know like I had been around
Okay,
town
so
and all
we
that
just
stuff,
got
and I
out
know
of the
Understand.
tower here, I guess.
and inky drink stuff down there.
Yeah.
So pretty much straight.
Yeah.
Looking back every now and again to see where they're going, and if I need to, like if they're like going straight or kind of spreading out, just kind of like duck off into a corner and letting them like get ahead of us or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Taffy, you'll follow his lead? Okay. Both of you roll one more stealth check with advantage because you're invisible. I want to see if the guards notice as they rush past that alley.
invisible is.
2030.
16 again.
Okay.
If they dip themselves.
I'm going to roll 3 dice. These will be their perception checks against those. Two of them rush past, but the one that you threw into the cell stops for a moment, looks around, and begins to make his way down the alleyway, just randomly
Towards us?
swinging his sword.
When he
Is there
swings
anything I
one
can
way,
climb
I
up?
want to step past him so that when he swings the other way, he won't hit me.
Is there anything I can climb up?
There is, the walls are made of brick.
I'm climbing up the brick.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
And I'm trying to do this like near kind of where she
You
is.
did it again.
Okay.
You do what you want because I can see you.
No, oh yeah, I guess I wouldn't be able to
You
see her.
don't know
Yeah,
where
so
I
never
am.
mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like step
See,
past
you're
him.
fine.
Sure.
Acrobatics?
Yes.
I can't tell if you're winking or
13.
Okay, that is exactly the DC. You start to lose your footing, but you are able to clamber up just as the sword swipes beneath your feet.
Okay. I'm gonna hang out for a second until he kind of looks away. Can I see where he's at?
You can see where Cheryl's at. Cheryl is trying to time his movement to where he can slip past the swing of the blade. Make a sleight of hand check.
Do I know how long it's been since we got out of the tower? Is this like real time?
There goes my good rolls.
Bye.
That's 6.
Bye, Cheryl.
His sword finds purchase.
Is he not invisible anymore?
Your trunk has been cut off.
You are okay, and you're able to dodge out of the way enough that it doesn't damage you, but your invisibility drops.
Okay, seeing that his invisibility drops, I'm immediately casting Aganzar's Scorcher on Old Boy.
Okay.
It's a level 2 spell. You have to roll for Wild Magic.
Copy that.
I would also like to cast Sacred Flame on him as well.
Wild Magic does
She's
not
trying to-
activate.
Unabomber over here.
Fireball.
Fireball, fireball, fireball!
Being hit
Come
and
on, Wild
rolling
Magic!
around, I would like.
Please tell me it activated.
It did not.
God damn it.
The Scorcher is
Fireball
what?
I'm
unicorn.
pulling it up.
Okay.
They don't have.
I have no more.
They did not
level
get
2
Valstar's
I got
necklace, right?
nothing, man.
Wait,
No,
okay.
anything to help that.
Seeing it, is there any way I would be able to not hit
talking to
him
me.
with a 30-foot long 5
Oh,
feet
definitely.
wide? Okay.
Definitely.
Then
Oh
he
yeah,
has
5
to
feet
make,
wide is just.
he has to make a deck saving throw.
Okay.
Like, grumpy, you're nice.
We don't know.
Does a 13 save.
Probably not.
I
Whatever your spell
think it's a
casting.
14. Well, I'm using my other little things. I think it's a 14.
read too
It's a
much
14.
Okay.
He has plenty of time.
And I also
He
cast
does not
Sacred
save.
Flame on him too, which is also a deck save.
Okay.
Alright, so then he takes.
I'm giving you guys a surprise round because
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I can never take find my 8.
If Valfar was a main,
13 points of damage.
Okay.
Crazy.
And
Yeah.
what does what do
It's
you
a
have
deck
to roll?
save.
And also, probably.
He wasn't mean.
But a nice
If he rolls
sure.
deck save.
What do you have killed him for literally
17 is the raw roll. So I'm
Mr. Lovely
That
person.
saves, yeah.
yeah.
You should have him
He doesn't take half.
No. Sacred Flame's a cantrip.
Test
Oh,
the sharpness of his hammer.
Okay. So he is still standing, and after
And
getting
I'm not
hit,
invisible and he's not invisible.
after getting hit with the Scorcher, he sees the both of you and he says, "There you are." He readies his blade and goes in for an attack on Cheryl.
Okay.
I do have my shield, so I'm holding that.
You better heal yourself in the next round.
I can't. I have those spell slots still.
I'm pretty sure both of those miss. It was an 8 and a 5 natural.
Those hit. No. No, they miss.
Okay. So he takes 2 swings, but you're just out of his
Is
reach.
he looking rough?
He's looking fairly rough.
Me? Yes. Absolutely.
Am I on a wall or did I find like a landing?
You're on a wall. The buildings here are fairly high, several stories high, and so you're kind of hanging from a wall here.
Okay.
Morgan.
What our time, Alex? What our time?
Move closer to your mic.
Sorry.
Would our time in the cells counted as a short rest?
Yes, I would like to know that as well.
Yes, but Taffy doesn't get it because she was brought back to life.
Okay.
You can have short rest though.
Gotcha. That does give me one thing I can do.
You can roll hit die for that as well.
Oh, sweet! That gives me more things I can do.
Apologies, I didn't think about that.
You
Quick
can't.
question: would I have gotten sneak attack on that last attack?
Not on
It's not on spells. It's got to be a melee
Oh,
attack.
that's right. That's right.
Or a shooting boy.
And 20. Oh, sweet.
Okay, so you're not gonna die. Good.
Yeah, sorry guys, no battle cam on this one just because it would take a second to set up, and this is a
Well,
really
and
small
like we're close
encounter.
quarters with
Yeah.
person, yeah.
Little impromptu
Okay,
fight.
so is it? Are we now in initiative?
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll.
Fight.
20, not natural.
14.
Okay.
Also
So,
not natural.
Now that he's missed, Taffy, it's your turn again. Cheryl, you'll be up next, and then he'll go last.
Okay, I want to drop down on the ground behind him.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot him
In the nuts.
with my crossbow.
Okay.
Height checks out.
You're how close to him?
I don't want to have disadvantage, so I don't know how far away I was on the wall, but
From where you were, you can jump and land about 5 feet behind him and be okay.
and that would not give me disadvantage.
No.
10 feet behind him.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
within 5 feet,
Yeah.
but 5
Yeah.
feet away.
5 feet away from
6.
5 feet.
That's a 17 to hit.
That hits. Roll your damage, and you will get sneak attack damage on that.
That's 7 points of piercing damage.
Plus, that
That
was
was
with.
missed, yeah.
So you jump off the wall, and as you do, you do sort of a half somersault and fire your crossbow bolt into a bare spot in his armor, finding purchase in his neck.
Hard, like rough.
He falls to a knee and is slow to get back up. He now realizes that the two of you are on either side of him, and although he was the one pursuing you, there's now no chance of escape for him.
Okay.
Do it.
Murder him. Is that it for your turn?
I was thinking. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Cheryl.
I saw your text. Okay. I tend to cover my mouth whenever I'm thinking, so that's why I was like,
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on him again.
Okay. It's a dex save.
Sacred flame.
He does not make the save.
Sacred flame.
How much damage is this boy taking?
Hopefully a lot. 48. That's not good. 7 radiant damage.
How would you like to do this?
Thank goodness.
Quickly, so I can run away. Not waiting a second.
As you cast this, he's beginning to raise his hands and try and shout for help because he knows that
This is the one time Cheryl is not holding back. So
hell yeah, Cheryl.
Always dead.
Okay.
We'll throw that in there too.
Yep.
Super sacred flame.
Super secret.
Super secret.
Okay, so
Get that little valve fire.
I'm going to run as fast as I possibly can, sneakily.
Okay.
I want to pull my hat out of the
Drink.
trunk, find
That
it,
doesn't work.
Pick 2.
put it on,
Yeah.
and look like anyone else.
Okay.
Not me. Not
I'm not an elephant.
Basically, the guy I usually try to look like.
Okay.
And now he's somebody else.
Hello, mother.
Taffy, you are unable to be visible at this point, but
Yeah, I'm not invisible
okay.
because I casted a spell, so that's been down for a while.
You guys are now out of initiative.
Yeah.
And relatively safe. You think you've shaken the other two guards. What would you like to do now?
I want to run to the inky drink.
Okay.
Sneakily.
Sneakily.
Both of you roll me one more stealth check here.
9,
Oh, okay.
11 for him.
Got 11.
Okay.
That's higher than
They
9.
can't see us.
But I'm wearing a hat.
Taffy, roll me a survival
You
check.
think it's gonna be the inky drink?
Just Taffy.
Okay.
It's a 12.
Okay. You were able to navigate the streets in such a way
No, it's not.
that you only expose yourself to potentially being seen a couple of times. And being small as you are, you're not noticed by anyone that might be seeking you out. Cheryl, although your stealth would have gotten you noticed, you're now someone else.
Yeah.
And they have no idea what you look like.
Do I know that he put the hat on?
Yeah,
Well, I see the hat.
You see the hat,
You know what the hat looks like.
the little bowler hat running around.
This is the guy that I usually make myself look like.
Gotcha.
So you
Imagine
also
the day
will
where
probably
we walk into a
recognize
place where everyone's got that hat on.
him. Perfect.
So, we'll say that
We're going to meet that guy again.
you guys are now reunited.
Reunited.
At the,
They're at the inky
you
drink.
guys are going to the Inky Drink, though.
Yeah.
Yes,
Where
we
are
are.
they?
They are going to the other one next
They went to
door.
the Blue Shoe Inn.
Well,
We don't know that. No, we don't know.
Yeah, so you both step into the Inky Drink.
Nope.
is that where the...
I would like to, before
That's
we
where
step in.
that's where
Alex,
Homeboy
Alex,
was.
before we
No,
step in,
no, the hotel is the Blue Shoe
I would
Inn.
like to
That's
perceive.
where I want to go.
Okay.
Okay, I want
Tell
to
Alex.
go to the inn.
I was just kind of following Taffy's lead, but I would, if we are going to the Inky Drink, I want to perceive before we go in because I know they're looking for a rock
Yeah,
place and they might find him.
The Inky Drink is not the motel.
The Inky Drink is the bar next to it where...
That's I wanted to go
the
to the
dwarf
Blue
is.
Shoe Inn then. I was
Okay.
trying to go sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
So-
a nap right
And I'd
here.
be following her lead.
Yeah.
Then you all are reunited again. The three of
feels
you
so
are beginning to talk amongst yourselves and try and figure out what the hell is going on. When you notice the two of these familiar faces walk through the door.
When I see them, I'm just gonna say, we don't have time. We have to hide. We have to get out of here. They're following us.
Who's following you?
Like, they
Them?
followed you
How'd you
here.
get out?
We busted out. I was dead, and now I'm not dead.
They followed you here.
Yeah, well, they followed us somewhere. They didn't see where we went, but they're out and they're looking for us.
Trust me, we know.
Just gonna go
We
hug
were the
you.
first to leave.
I'm so happy you're not dead.
Don't make me cry, Max. I'm crying.
I'm so happy you're not dead.
Yeah, me too. Fuck.
What about Valifar?
Who's this guy?
We know what happened.
You're with him, right?
He's gone.
Yeah, but what
Arsinoe,
about his body?
Look at me. We have to let him go.
They didn't
I tried.
let us. Yeah.
I don't even know where they
Okay.
took his body.
Oh, cry buddy later.
But they still have the medallion.
Might be a good idea to ditch that.
Now, who
So if they
the
do,
fuck are you?
I'm gonna go put the medallion upstairs.
Can I crash it? I want to break it.
Is that gonna make a lot of sounds? I was just gonna get away from it,
That's fine. Okay.
for at least for now. We'll go
I've
back
been
and
wanting
grab
to
it
break it since
later.
we got it. I'll break it later. It's fine.
Cool, cool, cool.
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 Yeah.
Just hang on. Please hold.
I'm holding.
Oh my gosh.
The short rest gave me
So,
my big heal back, so
I
I was prepared to do that
kind
if I
of
needed to.
Okay.
He's like,
we need somewhere to go.
you got somewhere to go?
Check your mic there, Sam. Man, that's good.
Get-
Well, sorry, man.
You're
Trying to
right.
get on it, dude.
I quit it.
Yeah. I've been staying at the Cerulean Pier and Inn Resort. We can head there
Resort? What's a resort?
Whatever, I don't care.
now.
Let's
I mean,
go.
if
Do they
y'all
know-
are, if you're,
Is
they're
it-
looking for you, yes.
Yeah.
How far is it from here?
You would know that it's basically on the opposite side of the docks, just at the nicer side of town, near the lighthouse.
Would I have
Puts it
seen
into
it whenever I was in
perspective.
town
Not that far.
looking for
Yeah, but the
stuffs
nicest side
earlier?
of town isn't that gonna be
You
well
would not
guarded?
have
Okay.
because you
That's
went
exactly
you
why we
went
need
to
to go
the
there.
opposite
Yeah,
quadrant.
but all our
basically.
faces are well known.
No, they're not. Okay.
Yes, they are.
You are.
Then you stay
We're literally
here.
the enemies of the
Oh.
You
state.
stay here and
What
roll
I'm
the
saying-
dice with the cops.
we
I'm gonna
have-
go with the guy that has a place to hide.
You are.
Arsinoe's
well known. We
probably
should
best to
probably
leave.
stay.
He said we're well known.
I mean, your faces are, well, not yours,
Can we?
but
It will
the
be.
three of your faces
will
are
be.
kind of plastered around the area.
Of course.
Is there any way for us to rest here
No,
before we go?
not if they followed you.
We don't know if they followed
They
us.
followed us in this direction.
Yeah.
We're likely to check everywhere.
Okay.
I have a room.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, what time is it? Is it like really early in the morning? It's like
Very
6
early. The
a.m.,
sun is
7
only
a.m.,
just coming up.
or 5
Should
a.m.?
we go
About 6 or 7.
Okay.
in groups to where it's not just
Well, that's why I was
big group
asking
of
if
all
I-
of us
if I
going
knew
at the
where it
same
was.
time?
No, because of what you can do, right?
I can't do it anymore.
We don't have any
She's out.
spells. None of us. I have nothing left. He has nothing left.
I can heal and that's
I'm
it.
exhausted.
That's why I was thinking if we could take a short rest here, I can at least
Do you-
get.
I don't know if we
Oh,
have
I
that
do,
kind
I
of
get-
time.
Yeah. If we take a short rest, I can help us hide.
If we can, I mean, this is the bar, the inn that we paid off for 8 months, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Out of
Yeah.
Alfar's money.
We can talk
Well,
to.
and Cheryl's.
We can talk to.
As you guys are talking amongst yourselves, you're suddenly greeted by a familiar human presence as he puts his arms around Sarnorin and Cheryl.
Ew.
He says, "Hi, friends."
I'm gonna
I'm
gonna
shrugging
look
him off.
again.
I'm shrugging him off.
directly in the eye and say, "You didn't see us.
I did see you. You're here.
Nope.
Right now.
We're not here."
Nope.
Did I drink too much again?
Yes.
Yes.
Go to bed. You'll feel better in the morning.
Let's lock up.
You want to have a drink?
Sure. Let's lock up after.
Okay.
Why don't we lock up and have a drink right now?
Yeah.
Lock the doors. There's no reason to get anybody else in
Is
here.
there anyone else
I'll-
in the bar?
Who
I'll,
are you? You're fun.
Is
hey,
there
I'm
anyone else in
Rin.
here?
Very nice to meet you. I'll shake his hand.
Hi.
I'll slip him 10 gold. Say, hey, why
Golly.
don't we lock the place
Wow.
up and have a little quiet celebration here?
Hi, drunk DM.
Good
night, right?
Is there anyone else in the bar with us?
No.
Okay.
Why don't we have a little, new friends, new alliances?
Yeah,
about that?
yeah, sure. He walks over to the door, stumbling more or less, and he gets there. And as he fumbles for the keys, he's leaning on the door. It swings open for a second.
Allow
and
me, mate, and I'll cast Mage Hand to help sturdy him up and push him.
For the split second that the door is open, you see a small troop of Sun-Touched basically rushing through the streets towards the docks. They're not stopping. They're just making a beeline for where you guys just came from.
I'm gonna turn and
All
say
right.
they are going
I
to
will
the
use my
rock.
mage hand to snuff out every light in this room,
Okay.
one by one.
You're able to close the door, and after a second of click, 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 gets the key in there and locks it. Says, "Let me pour you guys a drink."
Do you mind if I pour you one? It's been a while since I've been at the back of a bar, but I figure,
Yeah.
I'm gonna meditate.
how's that sound? And
I
I'll
like pouring
I
drinks
want
for
to insight
myself.
check you.
sure.
I just met you.
I'm not paying attention to this at all. I'm gonna start my meditating for a short rest. I'm going to try
12
super hard.
For me.
What are you looking to see?
I'm looking to see, like, just if you're trying to do some shady shit, like if you're gonna, like, slip anything in his drink. I'm not necessarily gonna stop you, but I want to be wary of
Cheryl's not in the mood right
Cheryl's
now.
a changed man.
Well, because he might be trying to help us, so I don't want to, like, blow
That
his cover. But,
30%.
like, if the guy dies, I
What did
might
you
be
get?
like, let's not drink anything this guy makes.
What did you get?
12.
Okay. My hand's a little heavy on his drink and lighter on the rest of ours, but that's all you really get.
Okay.
So I'll like
Glug, glug,
fill
glug,
his
glug.
and kind of like
2
spill
shots.
in the other drinks, and then hand him his drink and
Thank you so
tap
much.
it,
How did
tap
you
it,
know?
and throw back
Take a
and
sip.
not drink, and then as he drops, I'll just keep
Okay.
fucking pouring until he's
I'm
gone.
gonna have him
Basically,
make a
alcohol poisoning at
con
that point.
save here.
I'm just trying to get him. I'm just trying to get him knocked
He
out.
fails super bad.
Oh, good.
After he's halfway through the second drink, he says,
Well,
I've been needing a higher thing.
Yeah.
Bam, hits the floor. Sorry for the
I
loud
was
clap,
gonna ask
chat.
you where I have a drink in the fridge.
Don't worry. Yeah, I thought that was
Meave.
Don't worry about it.
So he's out again. The door is locked, and you guys finally have some privacy.
Hey, I want to take a short rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody take a short rest. And while they do that, we're gonna go to a quick break so that if anybody needs to use the restroom or anything like that, we can do that.
Cool.
But we
Our
will
first
be
break.
right back. Probably like 5 minutes.
After these messages,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have sponsors.
we don't.
Uh,
Yet.
You are our sponsor.
Yeah, sponsor this video. Give me your money.
Please. Or don't share share the link with your friends.
Yeah,
that too.
that is the best way to sponsor this video. Please,
be so sweet.
Call your
I would
friends.
appreciate it a lot. We'll see you guys in a second. All right, and we are back. Thanks, guys, for allowing us that quick break. Had to get myself a little drinky drink. Shameless
Drinky
plugs
drink.
for some parish brews over here.
Sponsors, please.
Yeah, sponsor us, please. Actually, I was
Yeah,
thinking
I'll
about that
drink
today,
on
dude. If we could get Parish to sponsor us and like make a a label that says like instead of Parish, P-E-R-I-S-H.
And have Alphard's face on it.
Also,
Yes,
that's just great for like Halloween marketing.
that would be great. Anyway, we are
have a friend
back,
that works there.
rejoining our party members, new and old, at the Blue Shoe Inn.
Well,
As conversation is
Provisional.
finally able to be had after much sneaking around and running away.
So
why are you here?
I'm sorry, real quick. Everything that we had before we've all got back. We didn't like lose.
You guys have everything that you had before.
Okay.
Correct. Yes.
I'll actually, like, when you ask that, I'll actually kind of throw up my hand. I'm going to walk over to the barkeep and kind of, like,
The one
Push
that
at
you
him.
just
Okay.
like
put into
poison.
a drunken stupor.
Poison me, daddy.
He's out.
He's conked. Okay.
Yikes.
That dice is out.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
So, I'm sure the four of you have some questions for me.
I'm not paying attention. I'm short resting. I'm just letting you know.
You can talk into stuff. You don't have to, like, sleep.
Yeah.
Or just
She
chill.
said she was
I'm meditating.
meditating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's trying to talk to her God. Get us out.
Bruh, for sure.
I actually... Sorry. Who was that girl you had with you?
It's this that's gonna blow
I
this.
thought you knew who it was.
No, I said I recognize, I think, where she's from.
Which is
Is it Mist Keep? I mean, I've just heard rumors of the place. Mistkeep is what it's called.
Would I have heard of that before?
Any of us?
Make a history check. I'll allow Sarnorin to do it. I will let you know the DC is very high.
Is it a city or we don't know?
You don't know. No. You have never
my rolls are
heard
going
of
today.
Mistkeep specifically, no.
Doesn't ring the bell.
It's
What is it?
I've only heard
I've
only heard rumors, but my hope was that I would get to speak with her before she was gone. It's.
How did you find us? Did you just happen upon us, or you saw them coming out of the tower?
Well, I heard a commotion and looked over, as you do when you hear screaming.
Why do you care about where she's from?
Well, so what I've heard about Mistkeep is it's an ancient elven
The fan is blowing out.
city where you can speak to the dead. And there are some
My eyes just opened up and looked
there
at
are some
Sarnorin.
people that I need to talk to.
I'm gonna walk over to the bar and fix myself another drink.
You say
All this talk about talking to dead and like dead and
Yeah, you quite literally fix yourself another drink. You step over the barkeep.
Hold on.
Poor Cheryl.
Hold on. Because even if I believe that were true, which I don't, first of all, what about looking at her makes you think she's from there? How do you know?
Alex, can I roll a check and see if I know about that place?
I allowed Sarnorin to do it specifically because
That's cool.
the nature of what it is, and you're kind of studying
That's cool.
necromancy.
That's cool.
Sorry, what was your question to him? Because I'm about to help.
What about her? What about
Makes
her
her look like a person
So
from Mizki.
you can explain to him that basically being half elven and having been close to somebody for a long period of time who was elven, you're very familiar with subtle features of different elven races, and you were told by your contact that you should be looking out for someone that matches the description
Pepper,
of
shut up.
Theo.
And you're telling this to us? Is this like being told through Alex? Or?
So
Okay.
So it was her description. I don't know how to describe it. I was given info.
Is she
regarding her.
dead? Is that what gave it away? Could you tell she's not alive or something?
The girl on your back?
Yeah.
I mean, she looked
You say there's
unconscious.
places where you talk to the dead. She's from there. Is she dead?
Hi, Pepper.
The girl,
Or undead?
not to my knowledge. No, I was
No.
looking for really questions.
You need a way to talk to your lost ones, eh?
Yeah, that's my hope.
Another one. That's all I'm saying. And I'm, because of them too, and I'm swig a drink.
So you need a way to talk to somebody
I get
lost
it.
too?
Listen, I do. But you have to know. And he tries not to cry.
Sarnorin?
Yes.
We just lost someone who may have been the only friend I've had in a century. For that girl, who, for the last time I saw her, tried to murder us. And apparently her mentor as well. So, just know this. You can come with us if you want. I don't care. They can decide that, honestly, but if I find her before you do, you might not get a chance to ask.
I nod to that.
Nice.
I just nod, and I slide the rest of my drink over to Sarnorin, and I take his empty glass, and I'm going back up to the bar.
Nice.
I
skull it.
Jeez.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go put Pepper in her kennel. Come on, big baby.
I'm not asking for the girl, obviously.
I understand.
The fact that...
Trust me.
Well, the fact that the two of you... Are your eyes open?
Close those eyes.
I'll just kind of like...
She does that a lot. Trust
The
me.
fact that the two of you were
you
carrying
for a
her
second.
out of the tower, and the fact that your friends here were chased by guards, kind of leads me to believe that
We're not welcome around here.
they also wanted her.
Yeah, alive.
Well,
So,
And after what I was talked to with the king, they have more questions for her, so she'll likely, if caught, be
What?
kept alive.
can I ask? This is more of a practical question.
sure.
I'm a man of study and great thought. I apply those teachings that I've learned to create nothing out of thin air. He prays a lot and is super religious, and things happen for him as a result. She can kick your ass just because she sat there all day meditating. Do you know what she's meditating on? Kicking everybody's ass all the time. That's how she stays sane.
She's the only reason
what do
we
you
made
do?
it this far with only losing
How do
one.
you get this far and no one's ever noticed you before? Why didn't I see you follow me up that rock? What do you do?
I've been, known to make some quick friends, some alliances, and some kind of maybe darker places.
You handy with a blade?
I am, and you can actually see there's a black wooden blade, like black wooden hilted
Like a short
blade.
sword?
Yeah, on my hip.
blade.
No,
Splinters.
Like a kid
Yeah, like
wooden hilt. Screw off. Fuck off.
sparring. Fucking
Yes, a spar. I'm very handy with a sparring blade. But I prefer to.
I'm really good.
I prefer to stay in the shadows, and I'll point to my back. There's a black wooden crossbow on the back. I prefer to stay in the back.
So... Okay,
But I've gotten. I was
I know your type.
long time ago was taught how to use those.
I stitched up a lot of your type before. I'm a doctor. And
So,
right now, will tell you this. I will help you get all the way to that fucking city if it actually exists. If you help us hide and get out of here and give us help to find this girl.
absolutely, of course. So
That's all I need to know.
I wasn't alone recently. So that's kind of the excuse me, the reason I'm here. So, my some friends of mine are no longer here. And I'm trying to figure out why. Taken too soon. Literally sucked into a fucking hole in the earth. And from my understanding, a way to kind of, from my understanding, that's kind of been happening on this continent. Holes in the earth opening up, swallowing people. A fucking city south of here was.
We know.
Yeah.
I want to
Destroyed.
insight check that story.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's a it's a 21.
It's a 21?
Yeah.
Yikes. Whatever is in that alcohol is treating you right, man.
You should have made him roll with disadvantage. He's drunk.
It's a 23.
In Vito Veritas.
Can you be a lawful good cleric that falls back onto alcohol?
Alcoholism.
Yeah, he's like a beat cop that just watched his partner die. I've seen a lot.
I mean, if I believe you, then I'm gonna do what I did for Sarnorin, pass you the rest of my drink, and then go fix myself another one. Because that was some deep shit. I mean, you've seen some stuff, and we just kind of went through a very similar thing, you know?
Yeah, it sounds like. Pardon me for being crass. We all grieve in different ways, I guess, but it sounds like you're in the exact right place then.
Sorry, wrong place or right?
Right place, because we just lost all our friends. And this isn't my first time doing that. So...
Mine either. He does have a wedding ring on his hand. But this is in character. Wow.
Sarnorin looks down where the tan line of his used to be, but it's gone now.
Oh, y'all are killing me.
Because it's been off for so long.
Bunch of widowers. Oh my god.
When I get back, I'm gonna raise my glass.
So let's go talk to him, yeah?
Cheryl, you've been hitting the alcohol pretty hard. Make a con check.
Oh!
Fine.
So are you trying to find your wife?
Nat 1!
As you cheers and take that last sip, you reel back to reach the last drop, and you never reel back forward. You just keep going that way, and you hit the ground.
So
Turns out Cheryl is kind of a lightweight.
Cheryl is very much lightweight.
Just like ran up with like,
Yeah.
We have a guest appearance, everyone. This is Lucy, the dragon.
what did she do? She just ran up and was like,
She's an ancient red.
Ancient red.
oh,
Pepper is in her kennel,
She
so
looks like
she's
one of those,
feeling
the treasure dragon.
excited.
Yeah.
So you're trying
what
to
do they call
find your
those
wife?
I didn't say that.
Where is
Are you asking me, or are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking Sam.
No, I'm asking Ren. Is that his name?
It is.
Sam's wife is right here.
I know that.
Wait, who said that?
He says unconscious.
She broke her meditation.
Oh, no, that was.
What a good girl.
Kind of pauses. I'm directly looking. I just recently lost some friends who have to take precedence at this moment.
I'm gonna hug him.
Okay.
That's Taffy.
Make a hug check. No.
Hug check.
I
Roll
rolled
for
a
hug.
natural 20.
You fail.
You
Oh,
failed.
no.
My hug AC
Kathy-
is so high.
His heart is so
Kathy
hard.
wraps her arms around your thigh. She's not very tall.
It's pretty accurate.
But
to
the-
hugging Sam and Rolex too.
Me too.
The sentiment isn't lost on you. For what it's worth, she's a good hugger.
Oh.
Fair enough. So, if you don't mind me asking, what
I'm out cold on the ground.
right? I forgot.
We supposed to be short resting and you over here passing out.
Well, it's kind of
Cheryl
short
is
rest.
long resting now.
Yeah, right.
I'm taking the long rest now.
Taking the long road.
Not the long rest.
No,
please,
I know.
God, no.
Please no.
Not another.
What brought the? Why here? Why her? Who the fuck is she?
Well.
Wait. Do we trust this guy?
Yes.
No, I'm saying it in front of him.
I'll say this.
He would
Yes.
say yes.
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 I'd like to roll an insight check on him.
We need
Okay.
to decide
Your eyes are closed.
before we say
So?
anything else.
Yeah, I've been
actually,
listening
you're
with my.
meditating. You
I've been
can't-
listening with my
Yeah.
soul.
With my heart.
No.
Get out of
No. You said you were meditating. You're
Okay.
out.
Yeah, Dr. Meditation over there.
Meditation station.
Taffy trusts him.
Does she say that?
Just got pulled back from the dead.
Does she say it?
Taffy now talks about herself in the third person.
She had an out-of-body experience one time.
Taffy unlocked an achievement.
All right. That's good enough for me.
I know.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So, we all woke up together in a different... Do I have to explain the whole thing?
You can basically say, like, I explain.
I explain.
I understand.
I understand your explanation.
But can you clarify the middle part?
All right. I mean, like, should I just say it? 'Cause
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while
Yeah,
since that's
just an
happened, so-
abridged
The watchers
version.
might not know.
we all woke
That's
up
true.
in, I guess, a different plane of existence. There were people there, but they couldn't speak. It was like
Here,
like swamp.
just to the
land.
left.
Yeah.
Where's your real
Theo
tail?
was there, which is her name.
The girl you
Yes.
stole.
Her name was Theo. She could speak to us. She was the only one.
Sort of.
She led us to what she told us was going to be the exit. And then she turned on us and tried to kill us. She pushed us all off of the cliff. And then we all woke up outside of a city named Salvation.
Yes.
Outside of Salvation, which is the city that has now been destroyed.
I heard.
Yeah.
And you actually woke up in the crater of
We
Salvation.
were there.
So
Yeah.
we were
Holes in the
there.
ground. Came out with one.
We don't know how we got there.
You
But
know
we
only
know-
that you were in Salvation.
Yes, we know that we were somehow there. She has something to do with it. And we've been told that she is the link between the war of
Eimsford and Zheles.
Eimsford and
Worlds.
Zheles.
The
Yes.
world. War of the Worlds. From my understanding, Salvation was the most recent one that I've heard of, correct?
That you've heard of, correct? Yeah.
You know of more than
From
one?
my understanding, Salvation is the most recent.
Oh, sorry. Salvation would not be the most recent. The most recent that you know of would have been the occurrence that you experienced.
Oh, okay.
That happened after Salvation.
Got it.
Salvation.
Does he know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've made my way up
So
here.
you knew of what happened at Salvation, and this is me out of character, but like you knew what happened at Salvation, and then you heard of what happened to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Experienced what happened to me. But
Yeah. Sorry.
There was a. I wrote this down, so give me a moment.
You're good. Lots of information, secrets, different knowledge being exchanged. Keeg. Yeah.
Keeg. I'm sorry that you're asleep right now.
What
I mean,
time?
she's meditating
Yeah,
When he
we'll
wakes
fill him
up.
in.
I want to be done
No, it's-
meditating. I
How long
want to
does it
talk
take?
now.
I'm done meditating.
So
She
there
wants
was,
just hugs.
as far as I am
She's wrapping
aware,
herself around you.
the only actual town or locale that was removed was Salvation, but my friends and I were actually investigating a small town by the name of Keeg in the Grixton Republic. There was which is why I said
Probably good that I'm asleep because I don't know much about Grixton. As Sam.
Keeg was invented this morning.
I love these DM's notes.
Yeah.
She'll probably let you
A little behind the curtain action.
What do you do?
Dude, she just laid down.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she loves that.
She just wants to be.
Becca put her inner
She just
sweater.
wants to be
She's,
covered.
like, donutted around her right now.
I don't know if we've given her name yet, but I want if anybody in chat doesn't know her name, I want you to guess what this dog's name is. She's
we
she's
think you did.
sleeping.
We did.
Dang it!
We'll see.
Yeah,
Okay.
we called her by her nickname a lot. though.
Tell us your dog's name.
The caboose.
Your dog's names.
Definitely not the caboose.
Red Dragon Dog
Probably
needs
Puppo
friends.
or
A dragon dog.
good little boy. Every dog's name.
Right. The
Racist.
there was a hole near Keeg and my friends and I were got a bit sidetracked, as you seem to do in this kind of line of work, trying to find our way
Downtown.
Walking
and
fast.
Every time.
and I need you guys.
That was cool.
Cheryl laughs in his sleep.
Sorry, Sam.
No, you're fine. And my I guess my hope is that the same shit. I hope that the same thing happened to my friends that happened to y'all. I was
Why don't?
I was actually
He means being alive.
I was on the edge of
I got it.
on the literal precipice of
And they got sucked in.
one of whatever this is.
So maybe they're just to the left. And
Maybe.
they're not dead.
One of the seers in Key actually was the one who told us about Miss Keep, and we were hoping to make our way up here after we figured out what had caused it, and then honestly, I've been looking for it's crude, but almost a replacement, if you will. Not a replacement. Just help.
Substitution.
Well, we're not good at any of that other shit, but we can do what we can do.
I mean, she can beat the shit out of people and you can cast some shit. Well, should be fine.
I have a talking squirrel, and I pull out Harold. He only talks to me. But...
We're not so sure. Even that.
He turns to you, tapping. He goes, chip.
I trip back.
Squeaker squeak, squeakerson.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Can that be how I discuss things with him?
Squeak,
I'm just
squeak,
gonna start
squeak.
breaking out into squeak, squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaking.
Yeah, that's great.
So, I see your. That might be my fault. I apologize. Pointing at Cheryl's.
It's not your fault, mate.
Does he still have a hat on?
Listen,
I mean, it's if I do, it's not.
Yeah, he
literally
does,
an illusion.
but he's unconscious
Like
now,
an
so
hour and a
the
half.
illusion
It
drops.
only lasts for an hour.
we lost our friend.
Well, regardless,
What happened
you're
to
out.
him
Yeah.
is because of that. No offense.
No, none
You
taken.
didn't do anything.
None taken. I've had about a few weeks to let it sink in. Anyway,
I hate this place.
not the most friendly people,
No.
and I kind of get the feeling around town that
Has it been an hour?
I get the feeling
not
around
quite yet.
town that
Damn it.
Mist Keep isn't exactly. It's more of a hidden secret here.
Is Mesquite a town, a city?
Believe it's a city
It's here.
north.
And that's where she's from.
Everything's north.
Winter is coming.
From what I understand, my hope was So I was going to stop the two of you before, but I figured you looked a little.
We were
she's
definitely busy.
Yeah, you looked a little busy, and I figured I could talk after you guys disappeared in the fucking rock. But you know,
Why'd you wait?
like I said, you looked busy, and I figured you
What
wouldn't.
made you think we were coming back?
I don't know. People don't typically disappear into rocks. I figure you might come back.
You got me there.
I don't know. I was actually about to make my way back in and kind of heard you guys stumbling out, so I figured I'd get my chance to ask.
Typically disappear into rocks.
So
Every day you see rock people.
your line of work.
Yeah,
You got to know a lot of people, right?
a few. Less here.
How good are your connections at following ships? Because that's task number 1.
So I've been here for about a week. Would I have found somebody who would be able to do that?
Trying to think of what I can have you roll for this, honestly.
Ship following check.
Roll a dude check.
Networking.
Networking.
You didn't update your Twitter enough.
Damn
Your
it.
LinkedIn's out.
Yeah.
We'll say just
Downloaded the wrong
raw
Tor browser.
charisma check.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have only Internet Explorer.
That's right.
Why are you
Give it-
so
your email got
defensive about this?
Give it to him raw.
Pretty bad. 11.
What is that noise out there?
Straight
you're
charisma,
from-
right?
Yeah.
Sounds
You're
like
on a first name
mosquito
basis with some of the regulars at the docks, but a lot of those ships have set sail and are basically making the rounds. I mean, being here for a week means you've made a lot of friends, but a lot of them are back and
Gone.
forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some people, but really nobody who would be able to help with. Sorry,
Right.
I had more connections down south and across the way.
How long has it been since we left the rock?
Since you left the rock, I'll say, yeah, about an hour. And so, Arsinoe, you'll probably be released from your meditation here soon.
But she
I would
heard
pull
all
Harry.
that, right?
I would say she's kind of tuning it out. I mean, if you're trying to commune with your deity, I will give you a religion check for missing all of that.
Ooh, fun. Okay. I don't know who I trust. I guess it will be you.
You can always trust me. There's nothing.
Are you
No,
guys
my-
going for a short rest or a
yes.
long rest?
I
Short.
think we said short.
Yeah, I'd say short.
We'll say that you've all completed a short rest here.
Okay.
So if you want to, if there's anybody that needs to roll hit die
Am I
or,
awake?
huh?
Am I awake?
Make another Constitution check.
That hurts. Stretch him back up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you rolled a nat 1, so I wasn't just gonna give it to you.
No, that's fair. That was
You're
a
still up?
21. No,
Oh,
no.
you're up.
I'll shoot you
22,
a thing
Alex.
of water.
22.
Water.
Sorry about that.
I was fixing myself drinks.
Yeah.
I mean, I started it. It's yeah. He's still out.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Okay.
He's not waking up anytime soon. I mean, he was out.
I don't want to have
with you guys.
killed him.
No.
I,
he was-
yeah, I just want to have knocked him
Alcohol
out.
poisoning is a thing.
It is a thing, but I
Sam
don't.
not playing a violent character.
I don't.
I
wanna
know.
have-
I
don't
told him
wanna have
earlier. I was
murdered
like, "You seem nice." He was
Arsinoe,
like, "What's wrong with that?"
um,
It's just weird.
you are able to communicate with your deity
going for an
and
opposite
in a
thing.
weird mixture of hearing the
Maybe.
conversation going on and also trying to
Everybody's mean.
gain insight on what to do next. The blackness of having your eyes closed, the darkness that you've enveloped yourself in to try and focus, slowly changes into a gray. And suddenly that gray is moving,
Ooh.
almost like a smoke or a fog, a mist, if you will. And then in the distance, you see a shape.
A shape.
A cape, if you will.
A man. A demon. You're
Oh,
not sure.
I'm unsure. Did you say?
And the vision ends. Yeah.
Okay.
You're unsure of what you saw.
Instructions
So is
unclear.
Alex.
So is Alex.
It's somewhere between man and demon. I am not
A
unsure.
Meeman.
I am very.
I am extremely sure.
It's a Dan.
Sam's gonna be playing two characters.
Dun dun dun!
He has two heads.
Wait until I slip into my other personality.
He's just got the Voldemort version
Yeah.
of himself.
Who do we know that's part demon?
Balafar.
No.
Don't know him anymore.
Who's that?
He doesn't go here.
He used to go.
Doesn't go here.
He doesn't go here.
Cheryl
He's
had
been
to kill
replaced by
He goes to
Valinir.
a different school.
All right. So you
Still
are.
your shirt?
Yeah.
Yes.
I,
I still have a tire.
Lucy loves
Right.
to bake. She
Yeah.
is a noodle. I guess you don't bake noodles, but you know.
Yeah,
whatever.
you know.
So,
Put those
Put those noodles in the
those
oven.
noodles in the oven, baby.
Chad, has anybody ever
lasagna.
baked a noodle?
Ziti.
What happened
Lasagna.
when you baked that noodle?
It was
it
ziti,
good?
bro.
Was it bad?
If it's
It's lasagna. Is she a lasagna?
Ooh,
That is-
lasagna is good.
Is she a
So is
lasagna?
baked ziti.
Becca doesn't like lasagna.
I don't like lasagna.
Get out.
Also, the best
More
mac and
lasagna
cheese
for you,
doesn't-
bruh.
Lucy is a baked ziti.
After you.
She's
I haven't
long.
Yeah,
had ziti.
true. But you
It's
still bake
just
the
long,
noodles.
skinny
Yeah, but it's
pastas
after.
made like a lasagna, but it's not lasagna.
So,
Lasagna.
jumping back to the task at hand.
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm gonna. I want to.
We'll get away from our podcast.
Harry.
Okay.
Talking about lasagna.
I need to ask a clarifying question though.
Yes.
Clarify.
From it, so I lose connection with him after like 150 feet,
Okay.
right? But I can still see through his vision. Would I know then at any distance when he vanishes back to his plane?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will give him the instruction of the last known location of this boat and describe to him what it looks like and tell him to do his best to find out the direction that it is going.
Okay.
And as soon as he finds it, disappear.
Make
Saying that to
a
Harold?
To Harry.
Harry, sorry.
make a perception check, and I do also want to let you know, as the DM, it was raining when you guys came out.
Okay.
This was due to a small storm coming in.
That's 23.
The fact that it's raining. A what?
23.
Okay. Harry gains height to the point where you, Sarnorin, can't see him anymore, and I'm guessing you drop into.
For a little while. I'm not going to stay there.
Okay.
I just want to make sure he gets to where he's going because the signal for me is he's going to disappear.
Right.
In which case, I'm going to summon him back so he can talk to me because
Okay.
we can't speak when
When he's
that
away.
far.
Oh, I'm gonna go. When I see him do that, I'm gonna go sit by him and let him put his hand on my shoulder.
However you want to flavor that,
Because
honestly.
Valvar
Yeah.
used to do that.
It doesn't have to fly far before it does disappear. I mean, it's been a small amount of time. He disappears a few miles off the shore of Inaset.
So I will, for the purposes of speaking to him telepathically, I'm going to bring him back out and ask, does he know cardinal directions? Or
He's a fey creature.
does he have like a different type of language to describe it, like sunward or?
Whatever it is, I do feel like, having used the owl before,
Yeah.
you would be able to communicate that with him. There wouldn't be any sort of language barrier there.
Okay, so do I know which direction? Where's that boat headed?
The boat is headed south.
South, just straight south.
Well, southwest. It's headed out and then
Kind of along. They're kind of tagging the coast.
yeah. It's a small vessel, and from what you saw, it's not in
gonna
great
go very
shape.
Far, right? We can assume.
It could potentially make it far enough, but you definitely don't want to take something like that too far offshore.
Okay. I'll dismiss him and say they're headed southwest from here. So
Is your intention to get her again?
I don't know.
I will say I don't particularly care what happens after. I just need to know some shit about Miss Keep, honestly.
And honestly, that's the last thing I want from her. I don't care about her life, but she almost killed us twice now, and got one of our friends in the process. So I don't know what I'm gonna do after I get the information I want. But I don't think that's really any of your concern, like you said. So
It's not.
the only reason I need her is because you just gave me a clue that I didn't have.
How so?
I have never heard of Miss Keep.
I will say the sorcerer in the tower did bring Taffy back well outside of any time frame that I've ever seen as well. And I'd like to do my best to describe the situation, Alex,
Okay.
and
Mine's
any
not
knowledge that
So
I have.
you were dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
You do
longer than
notice
I-
that there.
longer than I could have.
It's not all the gems, but a lot of the diamonds were smaller, scattered at the end of each of the swirly sort of inlay patterns.
I would like to describe like as much of that scene as I can to Sarnorin, so he has as much information that he would need for.
And which scene again?
Her being
her resurrection.
brought back to life.
Okay.
Well, thank you for that. That's unlike any magic I've ever seen or done practice myself, but I don't think we can get close to him.
She's so sweet.
I think our only shot
Yeah, she's
is with her.
You can put her on your shoulder like a baby.
So once again,
She's asleep.
you're awake?
Yeah.
Once again, and I hate saying this, but it seems for now, our fate is aligned with hers again.
Where is this place? Where did you say it was?
Southwest. Would I have any indication as to where they're headed on the ocean? I did come from an island nation to the continent.
It seems they've only started their voyage, so it's hard to tell.
I guess what I'm asking is, would I know of any like major
Oh, damn it. Lucy.
major popular ports?
Sorry, guys, our roommate just got home. Quick pause here.
Quick pause as the dogs run.
Yeah.
Pause.
Oh, I was like, what?
Welcome home.
Would I know of any popular ports or nations in that direction? Is I guess what I'm asking. Like, if there's a place to head southwest from here, it would be.
There are two places a vessel like that could potentially go. The shores of Zheles and your home. An island just off, I say just off, but off the coast of Zheles.
So I'm very familiar with where they're headed. In the direction of, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
not their destination necessarily.
Yeah.
You and Valfar were in Zheles for a little while.
Yeah, and that's where I met him. And what he's saying is
Is where you're home as well. Yeah.
right.
Oh, she's in grad school.
So they're definitely going to Zheles.
And to clarify, your home is a place that not many people know of. It's been abandoned and lost for a long time. People don't make the trek to Zheles on that particular path very often. If they go down there, they stick to the shoreline for the most part. And your island is
What I want to do is
Further.
further than that.
Got it.
So I don't mean to be rude, but y'all don't look too hot.
Yeah, it's
What
been
about-
a long day.
Again, I don't mean any offense by that statement.
None taken. I was dead 2 hours ago.
Okay.
Correct.
I have a place I can
Yes.
keep y'all for the night.
In
And
your
we
pocket? Sorry, it's a joke.
can no, but
Cheryl does
Yeah, I can-
actually smile
I can help,
for
I
the
can
first
help
time
get
in
us
a
there
long
now.
time.
What?
I can help get us there now.
Great.
and
It's hard as shit
so what
to
was
sneak around in these shoes.
your? Let's assume you succeeded. Where was your next destination?
What do you mean?
Not sure if we figured it out.
Let's assume you got the girl out, you got your friend out, right?
We go give the girl to the people in the rock.
Ah.
And the government is none the wiser. You see, they brought us in because no one knew who we were personally. We were just faces on posters.
So the rumor that I heard about the four of you is that you did salvation, essentially.
That's what
No.
they think. We have nothing to do with it.
And
Actually-
the elven girl.
But we don't know.
I think we did.
We have no idea.
I
We
would've
don't
heard
know
that,
what
right?
happened before we woke up.
Or at least interpret.
Yeah,
that
on your
from
way
some
in.
shit.
I
Yeah.
mean,
It gets fanciful.
Yeah.
In the
I've had a lot of time to think about it. And they're right. We did salvation. But
Not intentionally.
we don't know why we did it, or how.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the place that
Is
you...
this Sarnorin talking, or did Alex tell you something?
No, this is...
Alex didn't tell him anything.
I was like,
Is it the place that you described and went to similar to Mammon's domain?
Does that name ring a bell to me?
Make a religion check. I'll say not off the bat, no.
Did we actually go to Mammon's domain? Or do you mean that place where we...
It was like kind of like Mammon's domain where we went in that town where we killed that guy. To be not vague, just because I don't remember names.
Reed's Mansion?
Yes, that.
Yeah. Well, so that. Okay, that was Mammon's
The name
domain.
sounds
No, I got
familiar.
that.
But
and
that
you know
looked. Y'all said that looked like
it's
the place where
attached
y'all
to
were.
some
It was.
greater
It's
devil.
the same place.
Okay,
you
that
don't know
looked
much
pretty
about
much
it.
the same.
But I like.
Did we?
I mean,
it's
I was
the
kind of
same
looking.
place.
Alex,
do I know
Alex,
what
Alex
it
was like, it
is?
looks very
Like
familiar.
devilish of some sort.
Yeah, devilish.
That's
That's why
not
the whole
anything
deal with the
specific.
devil.
Definitely.
No, I know, but...
Because when
Did you say
we-
Mammon's domain?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
That's where we were to start.
We for sure were there once, and they said it looked familiar to where they were before they woke up in Salvation, or what was
I'm
Salvation.
just putting it the whole like reason that Mammon came to me is because when we woke up in that first place and I cleaned off the statue, he saw me.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Okay. Just we're just saying.
Because you shot him with water, and he was like, don't
Yeah,
do that.
but we were in
Right.
the domain there.
I got you.
So yes, I did say Mammon.
He's a friend of yours.
Oh no. Heard the name.
I guess I still have a deal with him.
Haven't we all?
You have a deal with him?
Unintentionally, and I like hold up the.
I'll do the same back.
The bracer swirls with magic, as if to respond to your brandishing it. And,
Yeah, you might not
a
want to
dark,
hang out with us.
Sort of purple energy exudes from it for just a moment.
That's
I've never
new.
seen it do that
Yeah,
before.
that's new.
Oh my god.
What were the terms of the deal you made?
She doesn't
I
really
have to
know.
figure out. I have to find out who did this to Mammon's domain and why.
Apparently, he had some
So it wasn't
land
done
stolen.
by Mammon,
No.
is what you're saying.
No.
Well,
He had some land stolen.
religion.
Yeah, he had some land stolen, and
From someone else.
These holes
Thought it was
everywhere may
us.
be in response to his land being stolen. We don't know.
Got it. I think.
yeah,
I'm confused.
it seems like the Sam or Ren.
Ren.
Okay, I was like, I can't help Sam.
If Sam don't know, we don't know.
Yeah, it seems like the holes missing here link to
Whether it's
other planes of existence, and this is a multi-dimensional
Well, that makes me feel worse.
issue.
Actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
whether they're all tied to Mammon or not.
Is your ring dented,
So
Don't think so.
or is it just the lights?
Just the
It's just the
Oh,
lights.
okay. It looked like it had a big old dent across the top.
Nope. I was like, is
Oh yeah, it's the light.
Yeah.
Whenever it's like these are shining over there, it makes it look dented.
so
See it?
little better lodging, a little more privacy.
let's go.
I don't mean to shit on your
it's just
but-
it's just out of the
Arsinoe, are you
way.
taking the
Oh, absolutely.
amulet? Or
I
are you leaving
understand.
No, I think we need to destroy this somehow.
Are
I
we
would be
within
f-
range of that?
I might try
No.
to take it.
I-
She left it like away.
I like went and put it in like basically
I'm
the
gonna
room
go-
that we'd stayed in before.
And you guys have
Before
been
we
pretty
leave.
hush
What
hush.
does it look like?
The snake amulet?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
It's
Snake.
basically-
Yeah.
The snake.
The snake
it's a
amulet?
snake. It's a snake head with
amulet?
basically small rubies in the eyes, and the mouth is open with the fangs buried.
Couscous poison.
Before
poison
we
for
leave,
couscous.
I
Poison
want to
time,
try to
specifically for
sneak
couscous.
into the amulet
Couscous poison.
and try to contact Mammon.
If you're picking up the amulet, I'm gonna remind you that, as Cheryl, that they have the other half of this thing.
Yeah. and
The sun touched
yeah,
you.
and they can easily be could have cast
And I'll
comprehend
remind the
languages a
whole
long
group
time
that
ago.
Balafar was the only one
Well,
that
one of
really
them
discovered
probably
the
knows
secret of
That too.
Talking to
They're
it.
super
talking.
racist.
and
Yeah, but
infernal
we
to
had
it.
kind of like
I'm just gonna destroy it then.
Yeah,
just every
Valafar,
aspect of it. Just
to be fair,
never
Valafar
liked
would
it.
not have.
He had never shared it.
no,
No.
he had
Yeah.
never shared that
Yeah.
with us.
Okay.
No.
Then I'm just gonna smash it.
He told you did find out that he could hear what was going
But
on,
didn't know that he
but he
could
never
talk to it.
he never told anybody that he spoke to something in it.
That makes
Oh, that there was something else. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
he
yeah.
never
Make-
he never
yeah, there
made-
was like
Make
a
an attack
response.
roll on the amulet.
he never disclosed that.
I'm
Yo,
gonna
I'm
say
about to
I
be
brought it
hurting.
downstairs.
Okay.
And
And we're
attacking
all hush while this is happening.
it. Yeah.
What's
Okay.
happening?
Your
You're
arm about
Just trying to
I'm
destroy
trying to
it.
smash it.
Oh, we were downstairs.
Yeah, I went up.
It was.
Oh, okay.
It was up.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
upstairs, so no one could hear us.
What do I add? Strength?
Just
Never
a regular attack,
Don't.
Whatever. You're
like you're doing a
attacking with,
melee
like,
attack. So
sword.
Okay.
Dex.
10.
You strike the amulet, but it's stronger than it looks. It's a piece of jewelry, but there's something more to it.
I'm gonna give it to Cheryl.
I say we just leave it here
Bury it.
and I put it back down.
It seems the four of you have gotten involved in some shit that you.
Wouldn't it be some shit if Ren was like, I'm out?
Right?
Peace.
You know,
Yeah, I don't
actually,
know
part of this.
You know what? Here's my real character. I mean, I would assume unintentionally with the,
Yeah.
bracers
Very
and
much
whatever
unintentional.
whatever that is.
It's like a walkie-talkie.
again,
Yeah, I don't
Someone could be
really know
hearing
about
us.
any of that.
Should
Per se.
we just
But-
leave it?
Yes.
What, that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were you given it, or
we-
did you find it?
We found it.
Don't
Found it.
use any other words that are necessary in this moment, please.
Found it.
stop. They could hear us.
I'm like covering it at this point.
Okay.
I'll whisper. So I take it. I'm not gonna whisper, but I'm whispering. So I take it someone can hear from that.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes. That's why it was
comes in
upstairs.
infernal.
Loudly. Oh, hang on. What is the town south of us? The one they came from.
Arrogant or
Irrigan and Dulwich.
What's
are
like the
south.
bigger one?
Irrigan.
I would have heard of that being a place.
Yeah, you likely would have traveled through Irrigan.
Okay.
I doubt you would have gone through the forest.
So I'll say loudly. So my thought is that we head off to Irrigan.
Of course.
Right? That makes the most sense with what.
Noticing that he's like talking about things that we didn't talk about before and like kind of catching on, I'm gonna take my hand off of the amulet.
Yeah, and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say we head over to Irrigan. I think that, it sounds like y'all slipped the sun touched, and we can meet up with Thiel down in Irrigan.
hope she's not
Agreed.
going there.
I want to
Yeah, fuck her.
try
Oh God,
Whenever
what are
we
you
end up
guys doing
leaving-
here?
before pouring a little bit of holy water on this thing and just see what happens.
Okay.
Ooh.
It melts.
Never even poured it on Balfour. Come on.
This is a Sarnorin goes,
Acid.
you got holy water? I was like, oh, that's a good idea.
I'm trying to type acid, not acid.
I'm trying
Yeah.
acid. Acid.
So yeah, like if we're about to leave and everyone's kind of like getting their shit together, I'm gonna.
Okay. Make a religion check.
Religion. Yeah.
That is unnatural 20.
Okay. Pouring the holy water onto it. You hear a bit of infernal speak coming from it, but it doesn't make sense to you.
Does it make sense
And-
to me?
Make another intelligence check.
Taco?
Another intelligence check.
Bathroom.
Let's make them.
You want to go to the squirrel store?
Fuck you.
A 1?
It's bad.
It was an 8.
You do not understand the language coming out of the amulet, but it seems to be
Quick, what's he
upset
saying?
about what's
I'm
happening.
leveling up real soon so I can understand all
Cheryl,
this
as you're
stupid
looking
stuff.
at it,
Arsenio, what did it
the
say?
bright red ruby eyes that have been somewhat glowing at this point go dim.
Oh, grr.
And the voice that you were hearing fades to nothing.
Whoa.
I think he just cursed you out, mate.
I think so.
All whispering again. Hopefully you didn't piss off who's ever on the other side of that.
Did your wrist get
Nah,
restricted?
My hand's still there.
I can't tell what we are.
Making sure my hand didn't like fall off.
I mean,
Oh my gosh.
It's just for sounds.
You never know.
Thud.
Disappears. What?
I'm not talking about your late friend. I'm talking about whoever's on the other side of that.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't know where we are. So
I say we will.
let them get mad.
Let's go.
Yeah,
So
leave it.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Oh, I
I'm
was
still
gonna
not
go
bringing
bury
it.
it.
That works too.
I'll go
Oh,
bury it.
that's cool.
whatever
I was just gonna leave it behind the barkeep's
It's
place.
easy enough.
Sit on a dock,
The ground is
straight
very
down there.
loose here. It's mostly mud and muck, well traveled. You find a place in the back of the Blue Shoe Inn on the side of the Inky Drink,
Due north.
where you're able to dig a small hole and put it under.
Cool. So we're going to ear again, right? Just
Right.
kidding.
Yeah,
As
and
you're
then
burying it.
What's up? I'll start off on my sneakiness, but you're
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace for all of us.
turn.
Where are we going?
To his.
It is.
Following
Oh,
me.
duh.
It is now about 9 a.m.
Yikes.
Yikes.
So people.
Lots of sun.
Well, it can play to and against your advantage.
Going with the crowd.
People are making their way to the docks to begin their day of work. Some people have left already. But rolling your stealth checks, I'll take that into account. So, everybody roll
Also,
stealth.
if we're going, I would have suggested us not go via docks, maybe long way, because they were sometimes
to
we're
the
going
docks.
to the docks. To find
We've been inside
Yeah,
for about an hour, right?
What is
We've been inside
happening?
for about an hour.
Yeah, about an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
like this last session.
Haha.
33.
It gives us a plus 10, right?
Yeah, it goes
What are we
plus 10.
rolling?
Stealth.
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
33.
27.
All right.
15.
Damn.
Whoa!
21.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Wow. Are you
You
a
all-
rogue?
Not today.
Oh! Did you roll a 1?
Yep.
Fuck.
You all are able to make your way through town with actually Cheryl leading the way. He's very familiar with this particular area. And once you make it past the market, the
Good enough for him.
the only way across on the northern side of town is actually right back in front of the tower. So I will realizing this before you cross the bridge, I will let you guys decide if you want to try and sneak there, where there is a small gathering of Suntouched appearing to be setting up for some sort of ceremony.
Oh no! Oh
Or,
no! They're gonna have Balfour's body.
You
out
can
there.
go south. There is another bridge.
We're going to the south, babe.
Okay. From that point, Rin is going to take over and
Yeah,
sort of
okay.
lead you
Are
guys.
we not going to the Valfar's funeral?
No. No.
It's so
I think
sad.
it's less of a funeral, more
We had
of a-
one for him yesterday.
I tried to tell him that he would enjoy that as a way of like.
I just choked on
Jeez.
the pepper.
To be fair, he probably would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I was
Yeah.
like, you actually might.
Yeah.
As you guys move south and make your way across the southern bridge, which is vastly inferior to the main bridge, it's fallen into disrepair, but it's still functional. You arrive at the Cerulean Pier Inn and Resort, a massive 3-story mansion that appears to have been converted into some sort of high-end stay for passengers on vessels that would not like to sleep on rotten floorboards.
I'm just staring right at him.
At who?
You good at your job, eh?
Oh my god.
As you guys arrive and begin to walk through the threshold,
I don't know his job, dude.
that is where we will end our session and pick up next time.
So we got to the place he's staying at.
You were walking into the cerulean warrior inn and resort.
While I was out, I just
So we're not even like in the room yet.
To pay attention when Cheryl.
Very nice, guys.
Good job. I like your new character. He seems really interesting.
He's very nice.
He's very nice.
He is
Much
very
nicer than Valafar.
It's very more true to you.
Yeah.
To our 7 viewers, thanks for sticking with us this long.
Yeah,
this was
thanks,
this was a lot of fun. We took a little bit of a break from combat this time,
We needed the
reasonably
break.
so. Yeah, it's been pretty combat heavy the
got
last
to
few
fight.
sessions.
We got out. Oh,
That's
Nice tap. That was good stuff.
that was so satisfying.
I am so glad that everything sort of worked out. Definitely had some loose ideas for how that was going to go, but
really
a
glad
lot of
that
it
you
was up in the
decided
air,
to
and you guys did a
flip
great
that.
job with everything. So very, very happy with that.
Woohoo!
That being said, I hope the rest of you enjoyed our 11th session in the Wrath of Zheles, and hopefully we will catch you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. when we stream the 12th.
Tell your mom and
Bye,
them.
guys.
Tell your mom and
Tell
him.
your mom and
Tell your mama and them.
And no one
Peace out,
died,
y'all.
Brett said.
Oh,
Bye.
are we doing mine next week?
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
If you're, yeah,
Hold on, what?
yeah.
so maybe not bye. We'll figure it out, and we'll post about it. But we may be doing a
Follow us on
special
the social
one
medias.
shot that
The social
Becca might
medias.
run.
Yeah, we might be doing a special Thanksgiving one shot, and you might get to see us all dressed up like turkeys.
No,
That
you
would be
won't.
so fun.
You might,
I'm gonna dress up like a turkey.
you might see that.
Will's going to be the most dressed up one.
No,
DM ruling right now.
I'm not.
I have all
No.
the power. I'm saying it.
Sornorin dies.
I don't own the clothes. It can't happen.
I have already ordered you 17 turkey outfits.
Yeah,
to wear all of
I
them.
ordered you a giblet.
They're lying.
There we are.
Before you can say no, Will's going to be the most dressed up one. Okay, bye.